All right. Hello, everybody. I don't know if we're live yet or not, but I
We
think
are.
we are
Oh,
because
yeah,
it's
we're
been
live.
5 seconds. So we've been live for 5 seconds. Welcome back to our Wildport adventure. We are here for you. The mysterious disease that had us in its grips last week is gone, and we are now fully ready to present for you our latest episode. Yeah, I was gonna do a recap, but that's gonna spoil a few surprises for one of our players. So we're not gonna do a recap. If you want to recap, go back and watch the other episode. And otherwise, we're just diving in today. So,
All right. If we're just diving in today, then I need Dan or Rari, and we'll see the rest of you here shortly.
All right. And also,
I was gonna say, like, I can make that work. All right. Your last memory is of your last conversation with Mike, and it's raw and it's hard, and no sooner have you digested the contents of that conversation, his forgiveness, his perspective, the very strange emotions roiling up within you at what you've just relived, and the crushing realization that your perspective, whether you like it or not, is different. You did not experience those memories the same way that you lived them. And then he's ripped from you, and you're adrift again in the foggy, misty space, surrounded by a white void. But your other times visiting this place, you've had a distinct feeling like you don't belong. You've had a distinct feeling like you have something to accomplish here. But this time, you're just floating, and it feels really good. Actually, you feel weightless. You feel calm. You just have time to think, time to process. And that goes on for some indeterminate length of time before you get a very distinct sensation that you're not alone. But you can't detect a presence.
Do I have all my normal faculties with which to perceive things and interact with things?
In fact, things seem very vivid. It feels kind of good to be you. Not inside, but outside.
Hello? Is there anyone there?
Rari?
Oi?
In sudden sharp relief, you see Thomas stride out of the mist. Rari, I can't see you, but I can hear you. Are you there?
Oi! Regular Tom. Yeah. No, I'm here. I don't know what we're doing here.
It's good to hear your voice, man.
Oi.
Are you okay?
That's a very relative question you're asking. But I'm alive, I think.
Yeah. No, you are. I can see it. Unfortunately, that question is a little bit more complicated than a binary for the both of us. How are you doing after all of that?
Did you get to see everything?
Yeah, I lived it. I lived it from 3 different perspectives. I was the witch hunter, and then I was the warrior, and I was someone else watching it all. I knew that you must be in pain. I had no idea it was that bad.
there's a point at which it doesn't exactly matter how bad you're hurting when you're running around hurting other people, though.
I have a question for you, Rory, and it's a weird one, but I need to ask it of somebody or I think I'm going to explode.
Go on then, I wouldn't want that.
Do you value mortal life?
I think so. I think that I've been trying to tell myself that I haven't for a long time, so that there's a place to run to in me when I hurt people, when I end lives. I think I've been trying to convince myself that even after all of this time living amongst them, that they still didn't mean nothing to me. But I think I'm kidding myself if I try to act like all the death don't mean nothing anymore. I think it means something. I'm not exactly like all of those people, but I feel and they feel, and that's some kind of kinship.
I've always believed that about you because you've always been carrying so much hurt over life. And I could see it in you. I couldn't perceive it so well lately, but I had a memory of seeing it in you when you woke me up. Pain over the woman you loved who you lost. Pain over all the betrayals you went through that you felt were deserved. You gave so much weight to those lives. And yet, I have every memory of that man named Tyrlock. He was a peerless warrior, a servant of his kingdom. So strong, he was feared throughout the entire island he inhabited, a critical part of the future of his kingdom, and you snuffed him on a whim. I make no moral judgment. I can't. The fact that you had the power to do that is heady. All I've wanted to do these last couple of months, Rari, when I couldn't remember so good and I couldn't feel where I am and what I've been through so good is live among them and earn Mike's respect and earn Rose's love and earn Edith's acceptance and earn your friendship. But now there's a warring perspective in me. How can anything so fragile have so much worth that a dragon, one of only 4 alive, whelp though he is, can spend his entire existence enslaved to a magic spell because of his pain over losing one of them? A woman who would have lived maybe 50 years, and you would have been in the same position you are now. But you hurt for her. And then I imagine the same thing happening to Rose, and it makes my heart feel heavy. And I think that means something, Rari. I think that means something for both of us.
Oh, yeah, I'd be shy at telling you what exactly it means, but I think it means something.
Well, if their lives have value, Rari, if they're not just ants, then they have to be protected. Because here we are, with the strength we have, a dragon and a guy who can peel a dragon like an onion, and they're down there, fragile, hurt, scared, and fighting. It could end for them in an instant, and they wake up every morning and they take these risks anyway. It's mesmerizing when you think about it. And my instinct is to treat it with disdain, but I just can't, Rari. There's something noble to it.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
I'm going to try to help you because I think I can. And I care about you. And I care about them. But I've got some hard news. I've got a couple of pieces of hard news, actually. But I can't keep it from you because I feel like you have to understand what you're in for.
Well, don't go lollygagging then.
Thomas
I'm a big lad.
Thomas Hemwick is gone, Rory. I don't know
What the hell are you talking about?
This isn't him. I'm not him. I thought I was when I couldn't remember anything, but fighting you, having that awful, hateful thing pulling more and more of me out of the ether to try to kill you. Well, more of me came back and more of him is gone. And what was left of him, is unfortunately where your adversary is.
Wait, but we got rid of the Revenant, didn't we?
The Revenant was taken by the demon, and little pieces of the ragged, jagged remains of the soul that I was sharing. It took the boy. It didn't even mean to, but it took him. And all that's left of Thomas Hemwick is me.
That's a shite piece of luck for him then, I guess. But I'm glad we got you.
He had a lot of love for all of you. It hurts to think of him in that awful place with demons. But I wonder if there was enough of him left to even feel that pain. I think he was always more me than either of us even knew.
This is really going over my head that
They need your help. I think I have the power to send you back, but the situation is complicated. I've been trying to get you to wake up for hours, but finding you in this place was hard, and now it's unfortunately not as simple as waking you up.
I still don't even know what this place is.
It's the world in between, Rari. The void in between realms, where mortals only tread in their dreams, where our thoughts and our feelings, our will, give shape to the ether, and where all things are possible. No revelation too crippling, invincible psyches and infinite possibilities. And it's here where I've pieced your mind back together. Unfortunately, I could put it back in you, but there's a complication, and I figured that I needed to check with you first.
Fine, go, whatever.
Edith doesn't hold the coin anymore, Ari.
She don't?
She doesn't. It was taken from her. And
Wait, who?
the individual who took it, well, I feel her intentions, and they're violent.
All right. That's a bad bit of news for damn near everybody if I come back then, ain't it?
It is. Apocalyptic, in fact. Her needs are petty, her desires equally so. But when she accomplishes her goals, at least as I can detect their shape, they'll grow in scope. And that'll lead to a lot of hurt, violence, and chaos. But see, the fascinating thing is she's already got you, but here you are. And I think that opens an intriguing possibility.
Sure, she's got legal ownership of whatever's in that coin that ain't there at the moment. And
She owns the red worm, Rari. She doesn't own Rari Flynn.
oh shit. Oh no, Tom. Please don't tell me you're saying what I think you're saying.
I can send you back as a man, Rari.
Oh.
Enough of the shaping power of the curse in the coin that you were placed in burnt itself onto Edith when she let you off the leash. I can use that as a focus point. I can give you enough shape to return you as you are now. Personality intact, fully formed, with a good bit of your magical power and knowledge. It would be most likely temporary. It'd be possible for you to reclaim your full self. But if I send you back to your body, if I send you back to the coin, then the summoner gets you. And
the
you're not
world
going to
gets a big raging ball of hate ready to rain down fire on damn near everything.
You won't be able to say no, Rari. I know how it works. And unfortunately, whereas Edith has a remarkable sense of self-preservation, as I've observed, dark mages, they're willing to bleed to get what they want. This woman, she's willing to take the hurt to weaponize you. And unfortunately, I have no idea how I'm going to get out of here to stop you. But you have agency, my friend. Self-determination, that got taken from you 2,000 years ago. You fell for a trick, and your destiny became something other than your own. I'm not going to do anything here in this place that you don't want to do. Rari, you're in control. You're in charge. I'll send you back any way you want sent back, or you can stay here with me, and we can continue to work out this puzzle I've been beating my head against for days together. It's your choice. But Edith Rose and Michael are in trouble. They're not going to let her go. They're going to try to fight.
How bad they in trouble?
They found a member of Jason Grayson's circle, the summoner, to try to call back the succubus from hell to retrieve Thomas Hemwick's soul. She stole the coin, and now they're alone. She has currently a very, very mindless, but a good deal smaller dragon at her beck and call. And they're not going to let that slide. You know them. They're going to try to stop it. They're going to try to get you back. They're going to try to get me, I guess, back.
They're going to get themselves bloody killed, and we both know it.
They don't care. This is what I'm talking about how noble these people, these lives are. They're so fragile, Rari. They're just little bags of meat. They don't even heal quickly. But they put themselves on the line for what they believe to be right at a moment's notice. They have faith in things bigger than themselves. They have faith and love for each other. They believe in you. In spite of, and yet because of everything they've seen from you, they believe in you. And they believe in me. I think they're better than us, Rari. I think we didn't think they were, but I think they are. I think we thought they should bend the knee and cower, but I think we have something to learn from them and all their majestic impermanence.
I think I should probably try and go back. If I don't want them to get themselves torn up and killed. And I want that perhaps a bit less than I used to.
Rari, your power, the rest of it, is still in your coin. If you want it back, there's 2 steps. You take it back from her. from Alicia Allegra, and you give the coin back to Edith. That's all. It's symbolic, and yet it has the force of a ritual. She'll reclaim the coin, you'll reclaim all that you are. Or destroy it, and the red worm will be dead forever. And the number of dragons in that world will go from 4 to 3. And something pretty interesting probably is going to happen to you. I don't really know what, but again, you're in charge, Rory. For the first time in 2,000 years, you're in charge. This is your choice, and you'll have the power. I'm going to send you back through Edith, but she can't tell you what to do. But I hope you protect them. I hope you protect Edith, and I hope you protect Mike, and I sure hope you protect Rose.
Well, enough of them bloody murder talk. Come on now. Like, friend, we're gonna bust you right out of here, and we're gonna get a beer after we're done with it. Okay? All right, come on. Don't you worry. We'll be right on back.
Can I offer you a piece of advice just because of what I've observed? One last one.
If I said no, would you? You already told me you wouldn't do nothing I said. No, go on, man. Go on. Come on.
Stop making deals, Rory. He's not what he seems. And then Thomas offers his hand.
Okay.
This is going to hurt. Are you ready?
Pretty sure life bloody hurts. And I will take it.
If you need me, Rory, if they need me, wake Thomas up. But know that once he's awake, I don't go back to sleep. And he squeezes, and your world explodes in lightning and fire and pain and memory as the years and the memories you've relived and experienced flit by your eyes, your internal vision, like sands from an hourglass. And Edith, your hand starts to burn. The scar starts to heat up, searing pain. And before you know it, it thrusts your hand out in front of you, beyond your power, beyond your control. There is a crack of lightning and thunder, much like the one you just heard in the distance. And there stands Rory.
Okay. Hi. Why are you here?
Why am I here? That's the question. Why?
I don't have your coin anymore. Why are you here?
Oh. Tom did a thing.
Where's Tom?
In that other place. The grey one with the trees and whatnot.
Okay. Did he tell you? Does he?
I mean, he's been about as clear as everybody else has been recently.
That sounds about right.
But I've been told that I've been having a bit of a hard time with one of them wizard goons. And she's currently got my coin.
She does. And I'm sorry I have to ask this, but I do. Are you on our side?
Yes, I'm on your side.
Really? Not a trick? I know I've been shitty. I'm sorry. But you can't go back on this. You can't.
I don't have any way to prove my word to you. I'm sorry, I don't have anything to bind an oath, and I ain't got no coin to hold me to it. But I didn't have to come back.
Okay. Okay. And she'll actually just give him a hug. Like, kind of awkward. And then, like... Well, so if you're here, do we need to get the coin? Or can we just...
Oh, yeah, we super do need to do that.
Okay.
All right. The rest of you notice what's going on with Edith and notice that Rari's back.
Sorry, guys. There's something weird with my computer and everything is freaking delayed.
Hey, Rory.
Do we have everybody? Hold on.
Nope.
Will.
They were there and then they weren't. There we go. Oh, now there's a big... Hold on.
We're all here, though.
Well,
There is a big
now
Wouldn't be
there's a
surprised
weird-
without some tech
Oh,
issues.
now it's gone. Sorry. All of a sudden, the whole screen was a giant menu. It was like, would you like to delete these apps? And I was like, no, I would just like to go back to the StreamYard. Thank you.
I would like to go home now, please.
You're mad delayed. I tell you what, why don't you leave the stream, surrender control of it to one of us, and try to come back?
I can try that. How do I?
I think you just leave the studio. It won't stop, I don't think.
No, but it won't surrender control.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try to leave, guys. I will be right back.
Pressing pause.
Dun, 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 dun.
In the meantime, do we hear disturbing sounds off in the distance?
Not really, but after some time has passed, which it has, when this is all coming, you do start to hear some sirens in the distance.
Check the police.
Oh, that's much better.
Yay!
Fabulous. Brilliant. So,
Yes, there we go. I think it's just that your machine struggles with hosting, and that's okay. We'll figure it out. But yes, so you're back together again, the original crew.
Four.
There's sirens in the distance, and some real stuff has gone down. Would you like to spring into action, or do you have some stuff to talk about real quick?
Hi, all.
You okay?
Oh, boy, do I not feel ready to unpack that question.
That seems fair.
Are you in control of yourself? Edith doesn't have the coin anymore. The summoner does.
Doing all this, I got it. I can't say if I'm completely in control of myself, but I'm not being asked to do none of this. Promise.
Rory, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but you mentioned you talked to Tom.
I did. Well, I don't know. Even that's gotten a bit more complicated than it used to be. Because there's multiple Toms, and the one I was talking to was most of what we've been dealing with. It's that guy, but there was other bits that weren't there that I've apparently done some pretty unspeakable things to, and that can be worked out maybe after.
Yeah.
But he seemed very intent on me helping you all here. No, so whatever's going on with Tom, I think we should probably do something.
The plan we have now is to capture the summoner alive and force her to bring back the demon you summoned to have it give back Thomas's soul.
actually, oh, I'm delayed again. Okay. Well, when it gets real annoying, guys, I'll just hop off again.
What chances?
I think we might be able to buy her.
No, excuse me?
When she had me, she asked me to trade. Well, she asked me to trade Rory for the information we needed. And I didn't. But I don't think she was lying. I don't know what we have that she would want, but if we could find out more about her, maybe.
It's a good plan. Maybe we could do some research or something.
Okay. So we're trying to establish some leverage. Is all that we're interested in from this woman my coin? Or is there other things that we still need from her?
We still need to bring back Thomas.
Other Tom. Bits of Tom.
We're running out of time, too.
I mean, we need to know where the other books are. And we need to know where Jason and the rest of her crew is. I don't know if she'll go so far as to give them up, but...
If we can capture her alive, she will.
Are we capturing her or bargaining with her?
Everybody roll sharp right now.
Oh no, I'm such a fool. I didn't take out my dice.
Good news, I just got an experience point thing.
It works.
I forgot to spend my one from last time. I'm just going to put it in cool, I think.
All right.
I'm sorry.
It's good enough from one of you.
Go ahead.
You just think to look up during this whole conversation, and you notice a shadow in the sky that at first your brain processes it as a plane, but you see the wings moving.
Oh, Rory?
Rory, do you know that individual?
Oh, that's so much worse from this angle. We should get out of here.
It's very high up and moving. You guys can just tell you've watched enough planes in childhood. This thing is hauling ass at a very high altitude.
Which direction generally?
It's heading towards the mountains.
All right. Yeah, we should do something. That's me, I think. That's maybe me. I'm at least fairly certain that that's me.
How does that work if you're here and it's there?
That's all the old me parts, and I'm parts that I've been putting together since then.
Can you track yourself?
Oh boy, well, do you have my books?
Oh yeah, no, we did. We grabbed it.
You did.
I was going to say, I don't remember where we are. Do we have them with us?
All right, well, that's bloody brilliant then. Like I've said perhaps 1,000 times at this point, magic can do anything. Sometimes it won't. I can try and track myself.
Hop in shotgun, you try. Girls, get in the back. We'll just try to get there. There's a computer back there. You should be able to start researching Allegra, figure out what we can use to get what we want.
Okay.
Allegra. Wait.
Mike and Rose.
Music name.
As you rush to the car, both of your cell phones ring. They are different people.
Who's mine?
Yours is the father. Rose, yours is a number you don't recognize. We'll go with Rose first.
Oh, worse. Hello?
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am.
Yes.
Are you here? The reception is terrible. Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you. Who is this?
It's not important. I'm with the hospital. Is this Miss Celeste? This is the number I have for Miss Rosemary Celeste?
Yeah, this is she.
Yes. You put down yourself as the emergency contact form last time you visited Mr. Hemwick.
Yeah, that's correct.
Mr. Hemwick has gone into cardiac arrest.
Oh my god. Okay.
We are trying to revive him, but the outlook is not good. There's no DNR on file, but there's no power of attorney on file either. I need to know, do we resuscitate?
Yes. Oh my god, yes.
Resuscitate. Get him on the table. Get him on the table. I don't care how heavy he is. All right, ma'am.
We'll be there as quick as we can.
Miss Celeste?
Yeah.
I need you to come prepared to say goodbye. I'm sorry to say so. And please hurry.
Okay. Thank
Change
you.
up.
Yep.
Now we're on Mike.
Hello, Father?
Michael?
Yes.
Michael, what is happening? What is happening in your search?
Well, one of the magicians got the coin that controls the dragon,
Oh, no.
but the dragon's human form is here with us. He's trying to cast a spell and track the dragon, which seems to be flying off to the mountains. We're not sure.
Michael,
what's
there's
going on.
there's a video. There's a video on the Twitter.
All right.
There's a video. They think it's a movie. They think it's special effects. A lizard breaking out of an apartment building, torching an apartment.
Which apartment building do you know?
I'm sending you. It's a link, they call it. I click the three dots. I click share. I click copy link. How do I put it in the chat, Michael? Yes, I hold the touch screen. Yes. Paste. Indeed. Sends you a link to the video.
I attempt to open the link.
It works just fine. You got good reception here. Come on. Realism in all things, folks. Verisimilitude. It is a video, indeed, as he described. There is a woman who is a much less spectacular sight than a pickup truck-sized draconic lizard marching beside her. It is a dull, dried blood red. She's speaking on a phone while whoever is filming the video and whoever he's with are chattering excitedly. And then she points at a car and the lizard torches it with a gout of incredible fire breath. And she claps excitedly, loops her arm around its neck, whispers something in its ears, and it takes off flying away. Suffice it to say, Michael, I am not surprised to hear the news that the coin has left Edith's possession.
We're going to make sure we get the coin back one way or another. We're going to try hard to capture that woman alive so she can bring Thomas's soul back.
This is a member of Jason Grayson's circle, correct, Michael?
Yes, she is.
Michael,
But-
she cannot deliver that coin to him.
She's also a mercenary, so I'm not sure. I don't know. She's not loyal to him. She's loyal to money right now. Is what my understanding is.
Extreme prejudice, Michael. Ordinarily, I would not so sanction, but she cannot deliver this weapon to that group.
I already have a pretty good plan to kill her. I want to try to take her alive if we can.
I trust
Otherwise,
you,
Thomas is
Michael.
probably going to die.
Hurry.
That's
And
how.
if you fail, you must notify me if that coin changes hands again. This becomes an entirely different category of situation if Jason Grayson gets a hold of that dragon. Do you understand me?
I understand, Father.
Go. Go, my son. Go quickly. You hang up just in time to get in the car and have Rose run up with news.
We have to go to the hospital right now.
Why?
They said Thomas is going into a cardiac arrest. And then
We don't have time.
Is there anything that we could do
Why?
for him if we were there?
Rose,
What,
you are not
Rose?
able to help the doctors save him from cardiac arrest.
they said that I have to go. He said he could die.
Aren't we trying to stop? That's what we're.
Rose, you take an Uber to the hospital. We'll keep track of the drive. You stay with Michael, with Thomas, and protect him.
Okay. Go on. I'll catch up, I guess.
We'll stay in touch.
I don't think this is a good idea, Rose.
I don't have a choice, Edith.
Good luck.
You always have a choice.
Edith, if she comes with us, she's not going to be worth anything. She's focusing on Thomas right now. She needs to be with him.
If she goes there, she's going to be by herself and exposed.
I'm going, so someone can go with me, or I can go alone, but it's not optional. I'm going. I'm not going to be the one who didn't say goodbye.
Okay, go say goodbye.
Wait a minute. The hospital called you?
They said that he could die, and that if I come, I need to be prepared that he might not come out.
What exactly did they say?
Exactly that.
Those are the exact words they used?
They said they asked me if I wanted to resuscitate him or not, and then they said
Does he have a DNR on file?
no. They also said that he didn't have an attorney or anything.
It's a trick. Get in the van. Hospitals don't ask for DNR orders.
Mike Markalock.
I'm gonna grab Rose and sit on her and be like, Rory, close the door. We're leaving.
She's
I'm gonna pause for a
confused and
second
struggling.
and for
You're
half a
struggling
second,
with
I'm going for the door,
How did you
and then
get
think
this?
I don't actually have to do this, and then I do it.
Rose.
I'm yelling from the back. Rose,
Roll tough.
I'm so sorry. But it's okay though, because I'm not a tough person. I got a 4.
Edith. Roll tough.
That is a 7.
All right, so you both succeed with a consequence. I want you each to roll one of your d6s.
Oh no. 6.
5.
All right, so Rose, you have a choice. You can either get away or not. That's it. You're the one who gets to choose her success first.
I think she would secretly be a little scared that Mike was right. So I think that after a second she stops fighting.
All right.
But she's in tears and sobbing and
Edith, in the ensuing little grapple, you catch an elbow for one harm, but you get what you want. She stops struggling after a minute and just goes passive in the van.
Rose, you can call the church and make sure Thomas is still there. They're the ones taking care of him.
okay.
And I'm gonna just hold her and hug her and be and I'm not gonna say it's gonna be all right, Rose, because I don't know what the hell's going on or if it's gonna be all right. But this is better than running into an ambush.
Okay.
You can't help Thomas if you're dead.
Okay.
That is the kind of detective work and thinking I want to encourage. Market experience too, Mike. Not
That's
just
really
luck. I need to reward the shit out of that. That's good. That is exactly what will get you through my mysteries. That kind of thinking right there. All right.
Glad someone knew that is a thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I had no idea.
I was wondering about that. I was like,
I-
when was Rose with him at the hospital?
See, not only that's the thing though, you guys had enough information, not even about the legalities, to know that was bullshit. None of that happened.
In story, I have a reason why he knows a lot of medical stuff too, which is going
And
to Come on,
Rose
play
isn't his
yourself.
emergency contact. She wasn't with him in the hospital.
That's I got confused. That's fair.
Yeah.
it
No,
works.
Because I'm easily confused.
I
No.
so approve of what just happened. I want to see more of it. You guys are a great team. Awesome. So yes, where to, driver?
I'm going where Rory thinks the dragon's headed, just in that direction at least.
I'm
While
going to
the
try and
ladies
see
are
something beyond my sight.
the ladies
All
are trying
right,
to
man.
research Alicia Allegra.
All right, who's researching Alicia Allegra?
Probably Edith, because Rose
Yeah, I
is
was
on
gonna
all the.
We're going to start with that. I'm going to need you to roll investigate a mystery with a -1 penalty because you're trying to do all this from a smartphone internet connection.
No, it's from the back of the van where he has Wi-Fi on his computer.
Oh, right on. That's fine. No penalty at all. Roll to investigate a mystery. Roll sharp.
So that'll be 7.
Okay. You can't find. How am I going to do this? 1 second. Sorry. A lot of this job is improv, folks. You can't find anything from the last several years, but you're savvy. You understand social media. And after looking enough, you find a childhood. You find records of a private school in Weldport, a young woman active in gymnastics and science academy club and musical theater and chorus and band, an incredibly social woman who graduated near the top of her class, who goes on to Felton University on a full ride academic scholarship that is everyone is so proud of her. It's an article in the school newspaper for one of the local Weldport high schools. And then all record of her sort of just vanishes around what you would estimate when she's like 20 years old. She's just gone. But you're smart enough to look for an obituary. There's none. You can't find any record from the school. You can't find any playbills from Felton's theater department. You can't find anything. It's like she just evaporates.
And this was how many years ago that she evaporates?
About 8.
Okay.
The last listing you can find of her is her winning a competition for a thesis paper from your own department, the Department of Lore and Anthropology.
Well, from Rose's department. Edith's department is business.
Well, you've taken the class, so
Yep.
you have the list
Oh.
saved.
Perfect. Guys, I think we should go to the university. And I think we should look up Professor. What's her name?
I ain't gonna tell you. You gotta know. You have your own notes about your own classroom experience.
Oh, okay. It's not a specific. Okay.
No, you can look up. You can look up your own department. You have the list we generated, but I'm not gonna give you the answer.
No, we should go look at the head of the lore department. I'll pull up the notes for that. But we all know who I'm talking about
Yes.
because it is a
Do we?
real person.
Yes,
you
I
want-
wrote her, but
Roll
God
sharp.
knows I
Roll
don't know
sharp.
her name.
No, roll sharp. Roll sharp. I'm not gonna just give that a pass. Roll sharp.
You said I could look at the notes and pulling up
Who you
the.
roll, but roll sharp. You're the one who
Okay.
says you just know, so we're gonna find out if you just know.
5.
You don't know. Rory,
I can Google that. It's easy to
roll
Google.
weird. Roll weird.
All right. Let's see. 5. That'll be in 8.
That'll be 8.
If we're talking about my magic, then that'd be works imperfectly with a glitch.
Now, good lord, this is earlier than I wanted to do this. I'm gonna give you a choice. I'm gonna give you a choice. You want something interesting to happen, or do you want to save it and take the partial success, partial failure?
It's these choices tonight.
Yeah, this is a little earlier than I wanted it to, but I feel like it would be unfair not to do it.
Okay, let's get interesting.
Okay. You cast the spell, and you can feel it not go well, and you're kind of on edge because you don't feel like yourself. Of course, you don't. You're not a dragon anymore. You're a person. So you kind of panic react, and with your will, you reach out almost like a cook who's tipping a bottle over and doesn't want to spill. Like, oh no, shit! And almost defying your imagination, time rewinds 2 seconds, and you get the chance to cast again. Roll weird again.
What in the bloody hell? Okay, nearly perfectly. That is a 13.
Mark on your notes, Dan, that Rari Flynn, should he remain a man, has access to the power Former Familiar Second Chance, the ability to reroll any spell once per adventure.
Okay.
Should you remain a man. The spell the second time goes off without a hitch. Sight beyond sight. What do you look to perceive, spellcaster?
I look to perceive. I look to perceive my dragon body. I look to narrow in on it and perceive its location relative to my current state.
All right. The spell almost functions as a form of like surveilled astral projection. Suddenly you see yourself, and then you lift and you zoom through the air, crow's eye view, just across buildings and roads, and slowly the urban sprawl fades into suburbia, and then to highway, and then to routes. Everyone knows what I mean. And then to country roads, and then to mountains, and then up one single road, paved, developed, but up a mountain, there are switchbacks. You have the thought in your mind that this must be absolutely perilous to traverse in the winter. And you finally get up the mountain, zoom a little bit further inland, a little bit further down the road. And all of a sudden there's hills and trees and cabins and hotels. And you zip down into a parking lot where you see yourself in miniature, about the size of Mike's van, yellow eyes unfocused, the pupils small, your brilliant coloring sort of muddled into like a faded rust. And leaning against you is a slight young woman talking on the phone. Do you want to try to hold the scene?
Yeah, I'd like to try.
Roll weird.
Okay. That's a 10 exactly.
That's a success. So you try to hold the scene, you just focus. You fixate in on her, you try to strengthen the spell so that you can generate an aural connection. And now you're surveilling her, you can hear her. And she's speaking on her phone. Yeah, I just don't find that very intimidating anymore. You see, I'm altering the deal. You see, when you didn't give me what you promised me, you told me to eat shit. And I thought about it, and I thought about what I could do to strike back, what I could do to avenge such disrespect. And I realized that I just can't take you. And so I took a fraction of what you promised me, and I kept my mouth shut because I'm afraid of you. And I went about my business, and I tried to live my life. But guess what? I've changed the balance of this equation. I've got something I think could give you the run for your money. I've got information that you don't want other people to know. And I've got dragon fire. So what's going to happen is you're going to meet me where this all started. You're going to bring what you owe me. And we're going to make this exchange nice and civilized. Like, we're going to complete our contract like professionals. I'm going to take my dragon and I'm going to sick him on you. And we're going to see what happens. I don't know if it can kill you. I think it can. But that's a fight I would pay pay-per-view money to watch, wouldn't you? I would just shut the hell up and give me my money. You don't want this kind of publicity. You know you don't. I torched a car back in Weldport. It's going viral on social media. You would not believe what I am capable of to make you have headaches, mister. Pay me. Where it all began. 12 hours. Bring the money. It's impolite to listen in, you know. And you whip back into your body with a thud.
Oh, oh, bloody hell.
Are
You
you
okay,
okay?
I am just fine. Okay. So, updates. All right. I think I found me and the woman with me. There's so much complication. All right. I can more or less pick out where they are right now. It's a ways away. It's boy, I point in that direction. Big old mountain in a little mountain town that way. It's a ways off, but she's going to be somewhere very different than that in 12 hours. I think. I am pretty sure it's vastly different than that. It's supposed to be where it all started. She was talking with her employer. I do not know if that's our nasty boy or not. It seems possible, but she was talking like she was unsure if I'd be able to kill him. But she thinks it could. And there was deals between them. Oh boy, I am not good at this. They had a deal, and she felt like the deals weren't going too well. She felt like everything was going against her. And so she was renegotiating because she's got dragging me now. And it wasn't. Yeah. There's trouble in paradise, that's for sure. And she's going where it all started 12 hours from now to try and get paid money. Is what she wants. She wants lots and lots of money. And I don't know what the other side of it is. I think it's maybe my coin, but I don't know. It could be something else too. But regardless, if it is our nasty boy, I think he'll probably just try and take it regardless and kill her.
And since he already took you down once before, and this
I don't know if she knows that.
Yes, but I'm saying he will probably be able to defeat this weaker version of you.
Oh yeah.
And then
Well,
get
for
the
the
coin.
record, I look terrible. Like bloody. You're like I got a real bad cold. I don't
So-
stand a chance if it is our lad.
So it means he'll get the coin if we let her go and
Aye.
fight him.
Yeah. For sure. Also, she saw me, so she knows I heard all that. I don't know if she was inviting us or if she's just confident that we won't be able to figure out everything based on how vague she was.
She definitely seems like the overconfident kind.
Yeah.
We don't know where it all began. The island's the decent bet, but that's don't know for sure.
That's the closest thing we have to a current lead, but I don't know. Can we bank on that?
Can we keep tracking you?
We should go talk to her old professor. Meriwether Green. I Googled it. I figured it out.
Edith,
What?
you have a choice.
Oh no.
You can mark a luck, or you can roll weird.
Well, I don't have any luck, so I will roll weird. Ooh. Well, okay, that was a 7.
Your scar on your hand starts to burn, and it escalates quickly, and it hurts. And you take a harm, and you're writhing, and you're clutching it, and then all of a sudden, the pain goes away, and it's just you.
Like, period? Oh,
And sitting across from you in the van, and nobody can see her, is Alicia Allegra. Just messing around on her phone.
Are you here on purpose?
Excuse me? Bloody bitter dragon.
Rose.
Yeah?
Rose, I can see Alicia.
What do you mean?
I mean, I can see Alicia.
Oh my god. That's really good, isn't it? I mean, that means you can kind of spy? Can you see anything helpful?
What's the matter with you?
She's
Oh,
just
this-
sitting there.
I was expecting bigger.
Can you see her phone or
I could try to move around. Can I move behind her?
You have an extraordinary amount of sensory control.
Can I just like imagine her? I'm gonna imagine her like moving around.
You can do that.
Video game tank control.
Now, can I see her phone?
You can. She's looking at ESPN. She's following a live cast of a basketball game.
oh my god, of course she is.
The Wellport Warhawks are up 14 points in Game 2 of their first-round playoff series. So that's nice.
Now, hold on. Is this the college playoff or is this
No, this is the pros.
All right.
This is pretty exciting because this is the first
If
time
the
they
world
make it.
ends because we can't see where she's going, I'm going to blame basketball forever.
I'm assuming that the Warhawks exist instead of the Thunder.
It's it's been a long, strange journey for this team, but
Indeed.
we've made the playoffs. No one's expecting them to make it very far, but go team.
Go team. Okay. All right. That's happening.
Can you see
All right.
anything else?
No, but I'm gonna try something.
Okay.
What do you try?
How confident are you that that dragon is gonna be able to beat your boss?
You freaking kidding me? The girl?
You got a line on her.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, when did you know how to do this?
I am full of surprises.
How long have you studied?
Act like you know what you're doing.
Doing great.
Long enough to be inside of your head.
Impressive.
And I want to know if you think that this dragon in front of you is going to beat your boss.
Oh, almost certainly not. This is not what I signed up for. He looks sick and dazed, concussed almost. Definitely underwhelming. But he breathes fire, right? So I got that going for me, which is pretty nice.
What do you actually want out of this? Because money seems way too mundane.
You're hilarious.
You're
I got a
welcome.
question for you. You answer me, I'll answer you. How about that? A trade. I like trades. I like bargain for exchange. I like consideration. How about it? You answer a
Sure.
question of mine, I answer a question of yours. It goes on as long as I feel like giving you my time. Deal?
Absolutely.
All right. My first question for you. When are you going to get real? This tough girl noir act, pretending like you know what you're doing. It's so transparent. And it does you such a disservice. You underestimate yourself.
I suppose you were doing differently when you were out running the basketball team and getting all the leads at school.
Oh,
You're telling me
much
that's not
differently.
proven?
Much differently. I learned what I was. I got good at what I do, and I went and I made something of myself. You apparently run away from it. I didn't even know you could cast a simple spell. And here you are pulling a higher form of astral communication than the UK guy. I don't actually know him, but it was a pretty sophisticated piece of spell work he pulled out, and here you are one-upping him. So what are you doing? You just let me bully you around. You let me take your coin. You let me take your shit, and you do nothing. And now when you're alone with your friends, you get all big and you start casting spells. You're a coward. Stop it. It's beneath you.
Okay, so first of all, I'm not a coward. Second of all, I have my priorities straight. And third of all, I figured out how to cast the spell, so I'm clearly not failing as badly as you think I am.
You have your priorities straight. Oh my goodness. Super senior business major looking to go into assistant general management of a sporting goods store. Your priorities straight. Your turn to ask a question, honey. Clock's ticking.
Do you actually want to take over the world, or do you just want an island somewhere?
Hell no. Take over the world. I live here.
So what are you getting out of this deal?
I was supposed to be getting a metric shit ton of green.
And he's not paying you anymore?
Yeah, see, thanks to you and your friends, the job didn't wrap up as tidy as he wanted, and he's trying to renegotiate the final payment. And that pisses me off. So it's moves within moves. You have never been part of anything like this in your entire life, so I understand that you don't understand. But you show strength. You make moves. You show that you're willing to fight. You show that you're willing to be noisy. You make him reconsider the calculus of screwing with you. And you hope he takes the bait. If he doesn't, he'll trash the dragon. I'll get away because I'm very good at it, and I'll make my fortune on some other job. It's how it goes. But I'm not going to just let him screw me and do nothing.
Are the rest of us hearing these or just hearing?
You're not. It's just Edith.
What if we help you beat him and take his money?
Excuse me?
You can't do very much with the half-dead dragon. You don't have all of Rory. You don't even have the best parts. You just have a big dragon, which in fairness could be recreated on a Marvel set with a large enough flamethrower.
You know, that's fair. They have been getting pretty sophisticated with their special effects lately. Listen, girl, you're just a shitty negotiator, so I'm going to give you some pointers because you bombed it back at my safe house. If you have a deal to make, if you want to open a negotiation, you open it. And then when you don't give me what I want, you screw off forever. Do you understand where this works?
I don't really have the option of screwing off forever. So
why not? You're a young girl going to a top 5 university with a magical education that you're doing a damn good job of keeping secret. World's your oyster, kid. What is your business here?
Well, I live here. And from what we heard, your boss kind of wanted to trash the whole place.
No, he doesn't.
So what, you believe in his we're going to elevate the species bullshit?
That's, oh my goodness. This is just so part and parcel of what I mean. You go off half cock, not even understanding what's going on. That's elevate the species. Jason doesn't give a shit about the species. Jason gives a shit about Jason.
Mike,
I like you. I think
I'm
you have
stuck at this.
I think you have potential, Edith. There's a lot of anger in you. There's a lot of rage, there's a lot of a perverse, afraid sort of entitlement that you can tap into for a lot of power. And I frankly would like to see where your career goes after this. So I'll tell you what. I'll let you ask me one more question. I'll let you go without doing any psychic damages. And then you'll get the hell out of my way and get on with your life. This is so beyond you. It's laughable.
What's going on?
Mike, what do I ask her?
I'm trying to figure out what she's been saying. I only heard half this conversation.
What do we need to know?
Edith,
Will she take for the coin?
Edith, I can hear you. Don't ask your friends. Don't bail out like you always do. He can't help you. They can't help you. Aiden Grayson can't help you. Be your own woman. Make a call. It's your show. Come on.
Try offering
No,
to use the dragon against Jason if she'll give the coin back to you.
I did that. What is it that you actually want?
To not have to do this anymore.
You can't want a negative. That's like
Man.
proving a negative. Just
You ever
not-
heard the phrase "money can't buy happiness"? Edith.
Yes.
Well, did you know how it can rent it real good, right? You know that money can lease happiness. You know, as long as you have enough of it every month, you're happy, right? You don't have to slum it with these uncouth, scummy gentlemen. I mean, that's my other colleagues, mind you. Jason is just batshit crazy. I'm good at one thing, that's bringing stuff over from other places that don't belong here. I know the damage they do. I know the threat they place the very fabric of our world. I hate that it's my most valuable skill. I would like to retire. But to do that, I need my most valuable skill to make me money, Miss Business Major. Do you understand?
I get that. So let us help you get this last payout.
Now you're talking turkey. You have an offer to make me, don't you?
I made it and you...
You can give me what I want.
Let us help you beat your boss.
Uh-huh.
And
How
then
are
you
you
have-
how are you gonna do that, Business Major?
Well,
You,
we
the brave
have...
girl, the Irish guy, and the guy with the shotgun, you're gonna help me beat Jason Grayson.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, Edith. Also, why are you holding back your best trump card?
Player Chloe is like, what is this card? I don't understand. You're fishing.
Do you want to take a hit?
Oh my god, wait. Oh, I know.
There's a finite number
I
of
know
these
what it is.
things. What?
Are we allowed to help?
You
Michael,
are.
do you know what it is?
You are. Go
Is
ahead.
she
Go
talking
ahead.
about
You're
Tom?
listening to her be tortured and confused. You can help.
Is she talking about Thomas?
Rose, you want me to give her Thomas?
No, God, no. But is she talking about Thomas?
I don't know.
I think she
I don't
wants
know.
the coin given to her so she has full control over Rory.
Is that how that works?
You got to say something, Edith. 5, 4,
What,
3.
what if Thomas helps?
Subject 0 is what makes this interesting. I've heard things about him. I hear he's finally waking up.
We
You
need
bring
to...
him and the dragon. Well, shoot, if Jason knows that's coming, he might even skip the meeting. That's something.
Okay, we can bring him. Tiny wrinkle in that, you have to call him back.
What?
He might be in hell right now because a demon got him.
You watch way too much CW.
You know what? I don't know what any of this is called, okay? But you know exactly what I'm talking about.
You don't know jack shit about magic, do you, Edith?
I know enough to know that you are not big enough to fight the big bad that you want to fight. So you need help. And you don't
Okay.
have a lot of allies because you're kind of a bitch. And you don't trust people. And you think you're better than everybody else in the room.
Well, you know the deal, Edith. You know the deal. You know the deal to bring Thomas back. Subject Zero back. I get the coin. I bring him back. You help me take down my boss, get me paid. I give you answers. I'll tell you everything we were up to. I wasn't privy to all of it, but I've got the cliff notes.
You have the coin, and Rory will help you.
No,
You've got, like, double
that's
the
not
Rory.
Rory.
You have double the Rory. Rory will come with us. The actual Rory, and
He'll
you'll
come
still
with
have
you.
the dragon.
So he's been bisected. He's not all there. He's not all in the coin. His power isn't whole. Interesting. I bring the demon back. I get you Subject Zero. You help me get paid. I get the dragon. I give you answers. That's the deal.
You get the dragon to help beat your boss.
I get the dragon. I don't care what you do with the guy. I get the dragon.
Rory,
Aye.
she wants your dragon body.
Is that the only way we're going to make this work? I don't even know what happens if we do that, Edith. I'm gonna like find, there's like, I'm sure there's a scrap of paper here.
I'll allow it.
I'm gonna write to Rory. I have no compunctions lying here. But that's dangerous.
Okay. Look, we can try and lie to this woman, but understand magical deals can go. So she can't hear me, right?
Can't.
I don't. Okay.
Yeah. But magical deals can go really sideways. Look, I talked no, as fast as I can. I talked with Tom, and said maybe I can destroy the coin and try and live like this. And I don't know if that's something I want, or I can give it back to you. And this is a third thing, and I don't know what happens if we do this third thing. So I don't know, but if it's the only way we're gonna get Tom back, I figure we need him. We can't let Rose be sitting here like this.
Edith,
So tell her whatever you need.
it's a tough decision, Edith. I get it. I
We'll
understand.
give you the dragon,
Come on.
but just the dragon, not the Rory.
I don't give a rat's ass about the Rory. I just want the dragon.
Okay.
I'd imagine he was a lot less obedient when he was with you than he is now. I'll take him like this, even in a weakened state. There's a lot I can do with this. Do we have a deal?
Where do we meet you?
I'm in Ski Village up in the mountains. It's closed for the season, but you won't have any trouble finding me up here. Get here as fast as you can. You've got, give or take, a half a day. I'd imagine it's what, a 3-4 hour drive from Weldport. I'll call the demon back, and I'm going to need one of yours help to do it. I'm not going to let something that strong have free reign.
I'll help you.
Not you. Can't be someone magical. But I'll let you guys work that out. We'll call him. We'll try to make a deal with it. Get your trump card back, and we'll set up for getting what's coming to me. Bye.
Okay.
Rose
you
is
get
gonna
knocked
hug
back.
Rory.
And Edith, you make a note on your sheet. You now have familiar allies. Once per adventure, you can roll weird to try to piggyback a success off of one of Rory's magical successes.
Oh.
Okay.
Go.
Yep.
What would you? I saw you raising your hand.
Oh, she's just gonna go hug Rory really tight for a minute. And she's like, "Thank you. You didn't have to, but thanks."
So
Okay, we're gonna. Yeah. All right.
And
Okay,
she kind of just
figure
lets
that
go and
all
goes
out.
to sit down.
Don't. Don't thank me yet. I may have made a shit deal, and we may have to double cross her because I don't think she should have a dragon.
I mean, that
But-
makes a lot of sense, but it seems like a later problem.
You should always keep your word, Edith. Did you bind any of us?
No, but
Okay,
she
then.
did say, "What?
Okay, then. What's the plan?
Wait, what did she say?
I think it's what she didn't say.
No, actually, she said that in order to bring over Thomas, someone needed to help her. And she said that it couldn't be me because apparently now I'm magic.
Well, that's awesome.
Oh, so no magic.
So that means Mike or Rose has to help her. Or we could cut off my hand.
No, not a
Ah.
choice.
Let's,
Not happening.
Let's call that Plan C.
No, we're gonna call that not a plan. We're
We
not
could get
cutting
a
off
few more
Edith's hand.
letters in front of dismemberment.
I think we just take the letter off of it. This is not losing a hand.
So, what,
So
do
we
we
have
know
to
where
go-
she is?
She's in Ski Village up the mountain. And we're going to help her get paid. And then she's going to tell us everything that she knows about Jason and his gang. And then she wants the dragon.
Now, if we were just to rob a bank, would that be enough for her?
Probably, but we're also wanted for like 100 crimes.
Well, then
Also-
what's one more?
Banks don't have that much cash in them nowadays anyway.
Well, that's just bloody ludicrous. What's even the
Also-
point in robbing anything, then?
We need the information from her.
We do.
And I don't think that a bank is going to have as much money as Jason promised her. It sounded like a lot.
All right.
And she was
Alright.
negotiating for more.
All right. Now, I know we're getting a bit theoretical here, but what if we robbed McDonald's? I've
No.
heard that they've got a lot of them, and that it's a very wealthy business.
That takes a while, and they're not doing the Monopoly game right now. So, no.
Plus, also, I think the information is still really crucial.
Let's.
I'm just saying, I don't even think they're necessarily Irish.
Like once per adventure, you guys consider something that has me over here going like, okay.
Our keeper's just like, great, we're gonna start robbing McDonald's. What a
If you
story.
want to go that
Sometimes you
route,
just gotta rob yourself in
Ocean's 11,
McDonald's.
the Golden Arches. Woo!
if you want to go that route,
We could definitely the Hamburglar.
Don't listen to Rari when it comes to the battle plans.
I'm just saying, Rari would have an epic Hamburglar cosplay.
I
Taking seconds.
there will be someday an adventure where we follow one of Rari's plans through to conclusion, and
There
I
should
will
be.
enjoy that day.
Okay, we're gonna say that Edith, that whatever the hell this was, took a lot out of Edith, because I'm gonna shut my camera off really quick and let my computer sit for just a second. So the rest of you do stuff. I'll be right back.
Let's go pick up Thomas and go up to Ski Village.
Okay.
Wait, okay, hold on. We're picking up Comatose Tom.
I assume if she's going to bring him back, she's going to need the vessel to put him in, right?
Okay, all right. I think that we may need something for that, and I've got to figure out if I can still do it.
What do you mean?
I try to turn into Humphrey Bogart.
you can't.
Okay, no, I can't shapeshift anymore. That's one of the problems we're dealing with.
If
He's
it
at
helps,
church.
You can put that
Rari,
on the
He's
list.
not in the hospital. He's at the church.
Oh, that's better. Then
Also-
why was? Oh,
I'm
right.
sorry.
No, lots of dots coming connected now.
I shouldn't have gotten so upset. I just didn't like
Oh
the.
no! I understand.
And when Edith shows back up, I'm sorry for hitting your nose.
Okay. All right.
Also, real quick, Rose
What?
would like to reverse search that phone number.
She can. Go ahead. Roll sharp.
Just curious. 8.
Yeah, you can't find nothing.
Lame.
Worth a shot.
Let's go get Tom.
All right.
Also, make sure you get the sniper rifle. It's not already in the gun locker in the van.
Oh, we've got a full sniper rifle.
Oh, yeah.
Or we're talking 50 cal. What do we got?
No, it's an M48-3. It's a
Okay.
7.62 by 51.
That'll do
Okay.
some damage right
Yeah,
there.
that'll hurt someone. Maybe not.
And more
exactly,
accurate,
but
so
that'll
it's good
hurt someone.
enough.
There will be pieces to clean up. Right on. All right. So you guys you go by the church. Thomas is just there in the same almost suspended animation coma that you left him in. He's gotten very, very pale. Is something that you notice, but he's not hard to load into he's just lying there. And this is your last chance to ask the father any questions if you want, and then you're on to your next act. Anybody?
Well, I got no questions for the church folk.
Yeah.
Michael.
Just pray for my father.
Why? Of course I will, but you look like you're going into something very, very terrible.
Yes, we're dealing with one of Jason Grayson's business associates, and she's trying to get more money out of him.
Which associate, Michael?
The Alexia Allegra, the summoner.
You're going to have her call the demon, aren't you?
Yes, to bring Thomas back.
You know that you're going to have to call the demon, Michael. Something that powerful can interact with earthly magic. You're going to have to negotiate with an archdemon, Michael. It'll change you.
I can't leave Thomas to his fate right now. It's partially my fault.
It'll change you, Michael. Just be prepared. That sort of magic, being a party to it when you weren't born to it, something will emerge different than it came in.
I've been changed a lot over the years.
Trust you, Michael. Your friends are right to trust you. Just be careful.
I will, Father.
Rose, you have Thomas. Is there anything you want to check? Anything you want to do?
I mean, she does kind of sit with him and take his hand like she did last time.
Real weird.
I'm gonna exchange that for charm, if that's okay.
You may.
Okay. So that'll be a 9.
When you grab his hand, the world falls away. Then suddenly you're in that place with the mist and the fog. And you look around, try to get your bearings. And you see that suddenly, right where you left him, instead of laying down, Thomas is just sitting up and staring off into the distance.
Thomas?
Rose?
Hey,
Rose, I can hear you, but I can't see you.
okay, and she'll run over to him.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
I can't.
It's me. It's okay, and she'll take his hand.
That's nice to hear your voice.
Yours too. Worried about you.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Are you okay?
I don't know. It's a little bit, it's different. Rose, it's different.
What's different?
Me.
I don't know. You seem like you.
Before, I couldn't remember. So much I couldn't remember. I couldn't feel. I didn't know that I was deaf, blind, and dumb. But I remember more now. I can feel more now.
Yeah?
Yeah. I have a suspicion, Rose. I have something that has wormed its way into my head and it won't leave.
Okay.
I think Thomas Hemwick is dead.
What do you mean?
The boy who got brought to the island. There's no piece of him in me. There's nothing I recognize. I was just trying to be him, but I'm not him. My memories from before the island aren't his.
Okay. So, who are you then?
I don't know. I don't know, Rose. I don't know.
Figure it out. As a team.
I don't know how to get back there. I used to fit in that body, and now I don't. Did Rory make it back okay?
Yeah, he's okay.
Good, it worked.
We were going to meet someone who was going to help us get you out. Should we still be doing that?
I don't know the answer to that question. I don't know the parts of me she took. I don't know anything anymore. But I do know one thing. I know that when I think of you in trouble, I get scared. And being scared makes me more scared because I don't remember ever feeling scared.
If it helps, I'm scared all the time.
I did wrong by you, Rose.
What do you mean?
I did wrong by you. I was afraid and confused and small, and I grabbed hold of you, and you grabbed hold of me back. Only we didn't let go, Rose. We're linked. The only reason I'm still here and not somewhere else is because of you.
Do you want to be somewhere else?
I don't know. If it would keep you safe, I would.
Wouldn't keep me very happy.
You're about to experience a lot of danger, Rose, and there's something that you can do, something that'll help if you're not afraid.
Okay.
Your connection to me, it's not just one way. It's not just me using you, your humanity, your purity. You can do the same to me. If you're in trouble, call my power and use it. I think it'll come to you.
Okay.
Be careful. You're not used to being that strong or that fast or that powerful. But it could come in handy in a pinch, right?
Yeah.
You've got to,
Hmm?
you've got to go back, Rose. You
Okay.
can't stay here. The longer you stay here, the further apart from your own body you get.
All right, but we're going to bring you back, and then I won't need to do any of that because you'll be back, right?
Can I give you a suggestion?
Of course.
Bring him back. Don't bring me back. I don't belong down there in that meat. There's something going on that I can't remember, something that I can't get my hands around. Bring back what the demon took. Leave the rest of me out of it. Move on with your life.
I don't know that I can.
I know better than to try to force you to do anything.
It wouldn't work.
Just remember what I said and remember what I want. And go back and help your friends. My power isn't your power, but I can share it with you.
Okay.
Rose, when I said that when I woke up and saw you, that you were like an angel who would come to rescue me and raise me from perdition, I was selling you short. Thank you for everything you've done for me.
Of course.
Go home. Let go of me.
We'll see.
You release his hand, and the world comes back, and you notice that your hand is tingling in a way that you've never felt before. You feel an odd tug in the back of your mind, and your supernatural guide ability, for the cost of a luck point, you can swap any one of your ability scores for one of Thomas's at any point.
That's crazy.
Your supernatural link to him has leveled up. All right, gang. Where to next before we take our break?
Do we need to get anything from the safe house?
I was assuming you'd grab it. Mike wanted a sniper rifle.
What if we could? I think that the cage is locked into there, right? It's built into the wall.
Yeah, it's in the
Think
concrete.
that well? All right, yeah.
It's in the concrete.
I don't think I was keeping anything else there.
All right, then. Break time.
Forward march.
In the Act 3.
Once more into the breach.
Ba-ba-bum.
Cool. Well, since we are at break time, I'm going to apologize that I'm still lagging, guys, and get some people here. We'll stop. Oh, sorry, Dan. We're gonna start with L.
Hello.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's a lot of feelings, and I'm about to cry, but it's fine.
You already cried once.
Yep, it's gonna happen a lot, I think. Okay. So, for announcements tonight, we do have our lovely store, which is up, and we're both working on art for it. It's going to be very exciting. If you haven't yet checked it out, it is uncannycreations.art, which scrolls kind of through the chat. You'll be able to see it here in just a minute if you give it a second. We have all sorts of cool things. I know that Chloe is working on a super cute thing, and I just restarted working on some fun things. So I believe probably, I say this every week, but I swear next week there will be a new thing. I promise at least one new thing. But we've got a ton of really cool stuff. So if you want to check it out, we have t-shirts, mugs, all kinds of crazy cool stuff.
Also, we have access to a really cool print back end. So if there's something that you're like, I would like this, I wish that this was on a phone or a different kind of mug or a tote bag or whatever, let us know in the comments and we can change the stuff that we've got on there.
Also, when I come back from break, I will bring the last of the sticker stock. I meant to bring it up with me, but I forgot about it. But we have 3 super limited edition dimensional slinker stickers and 3 super limited edition Uncanny Prose stickers.
Sweet.
So if you're interested in those, I'll bring back some information and we'll see what we can do about getting those up for everybody.
Cool.
For my projects, I run a sticker shop, which Chloe, whichever way I have to point so that she is in front of me, just got. She was showing hers off. So I've actually been hard at work. We've got some super cool things. I now have 10 different tarot stickers in my store. So those are the first couple that are so pretty. And then we just got the newest ones, which are the moon and the tower, which is super hard to see in this lighting. Death, the emperor, and the high priestess finally came in. So I do have some new stickers on my shop if you're interested. We've got a lot of cool new things. Like I just did a restock on the castle sticker. And of course, there's my fancy word ones. So if you guys are interested in checking that out, I'll post a link here, or you guys can find it on our under our bios. So that's a super cool thing. And then I'm trying to think if I have any other projects, but I think that might be all of them for right now, besides the one that Will and I are working on together. But I'll let him tell you about it because it's his super cool project.
And we will. All right. So I'm going to pop you down and we're going to go to Dan next.
See you.
Bye.
Hello. Hi. I exist. I am here, and I am here to tell you about podcasts. If you like those, if you don't, just pretend I don't exist for 2 minutes, or don't and suffer. If you would like. If you like listening to me be unusual in your ears, then you should check out the podcast Ombligo del Diablo. It is a Mage, the 5th edition, World of Darkness podcast. And if those are words where you're like, excuse me, Dan, you total fool, there is no 5th edition of Mage. Check out the podcast. We make it make sense. It is a hell of a good time, a heckin' good time, some might even say. And it is probably one of the best stories I have told through RPG gaming, alongside this one and our previous adventures with the pros. Come on and check it out. It's available where just about any podcasts are made available. Amongst the places that you can access it is down on Twitch. If you click on my name, you will be sent to our anchor, Zombligo del Diablo. I'm not going to spell it because they get mad at me when I do. And yeah, we got new episodes.
You're muted, Chloe.
It's not. I was apologizing to Dan for cutting him off mid-word. I didn't mean to do that.
You
It takes
did.
me a second usually, but then I just didn't say anything. Hi guys. Hi Bill. How
Hi.
are things going?
Pretty well. Working on a couple projects. One is our first D&D rules supplement book for martial characters, which is like 95% done. Very soon it'll be available. And the other big project I'm working on, the one with Elle, is doing a deck of many things plus with some extra cards. And she's doing the artwork for it. And typically what happens, she'll work on, we have a meeting every couple of weeks and we'll say, okay, there's 3 or 4 cards here. Here's some of my ideas for them. And every time she comes back with something that's completely different from what I thought of. And I'm like, that's way better. So she's been doing great. It's fantastic. We're having a lot of fun with it. And that'll be ready. It'll be a while till that's ready, I think. But our first book should be ready here within a matter of weeks. I'm hoping days maybe. But, and then we'll get the card set in the second book, which is the card deck appears in. It's Muntafa's deck. The story is she was a wizard whose husband was killed by a deck of many things, so she just kind of went off the deep end and created more cards, and so now there's this extra crazy deck of many things with all kinds of crazy effects that your players don't know anything about, and you'll be able to buy an actual deck or just look at the artwork in the book, and you can terrorize your players with a deck of many things plus. So
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love it when women are like, this sucked. I'm going to make it everybody's problem.
seemed like a reasonable backstory to me. I don't know.
I mean, have you seen Doctor Strange yet?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Very much. I'm going to make this everybody's. Anyway, I think we may be back. Let me just check in here. Okay. Oh, no. What did I do? Oh, shit. All right. I'm going to pop everybody back in because I think I has everybody.
No Doctor Strange spoilers. I am such a big
know.
Sam Raimi fan.
But
I
I
didn't-
will say that Elle already has a new item going to her shop about it in like all of 2 days.
Mm.
Sweet.
I've
No spoilers.
heard it's got some Evil Dead type touches.
A little bit, yeah.
It's got
Nice.
a whole lot of something.
All right.
Hold on. I'm going to reorganize everybody so our keeper's at the top.
How dare you reorganize me?
Meow. It's just gonna happen. Mm. Boom! There we
I'm
go.
a top boy now, though.
Woo! That shouldn't be funny. Okay. I think that's it, unless you have any announcements, Dion.
No, I continue to live my life full of interesting, confidential stuff.
DM enjoys his small glasses and his French fries and plays TTRPGs.
In fun news, he got his first facial today.
I did.
That's so fun.
Oh, I was going to say you looked quite renewed.
Yeah.
I told you.
I left that place in a mood somewhere in between, relaxed and, oh God, natural light.
I have never received one, actually.
Dude,
So
I recommend it.
fun.
Yeah.
The rejuvenating serum, though, it's not supposed to go in your eye. Just a tip.
Oh, okay. Because
Well,
I
I mean-
would have thought that I would want my eyes renewed also.
Yeah, it feels a little bit like pepper spray, and I don't recommend that.
Well, only
But-
Edith could tell us about that. So
But how new are your eyes now? Would you?
I was told in a Russian accent that I had the skin of a newborn, so pretty new.
All right.
I have
I-
so many questions, but also
I take Slavic accents seriously.
As she wetted her fingertips to my skull in such a fashion that I felt like it was a tuning fork. But anyway,
what a unique descriptor.
yeah, it was interesting. Hopefully, Svetlana is not in the audience and does not feel offended. She is a larger woman than I, and I would not seek to mess with her in that way. You did great work.
How large of a woman are you?
You know,
Are you?
Question.
depends on the day, depends on the mood. Never larger than 5'11", 195. All right.
That opens up a whole box of other questions, but they can be answered later.
The job of any keeper or any dungeon master altogether is to create more questions that he or she provides in.
That makes sense.
I live
You're
this
doing excellent.
philosophy in all areas of my life, from the practice of law to my skincare regimen. I recommend that the
Love
rest
to
of you
see
do
it.
the same. All right, folks. So who's ready to try to bargain with a demon for a friend's immortal soul and see if they can't get themselves in the middle of a wizard cat fight?
Oh boy,
Let's do this.
let's try it.
Act 3. If you guys do anything else but
Uh,
go to your meeting spot.
Do we have
Um,
grenades at the safe house, Michael?
No, those are kind of hard to get a hold of. Oh, I do.
Well, I know,
Oh, he
but
does. Mike can get a hold of them.
Do I have
okay.
an M79?
Yeah, dude, I'm betting you have like a claymore and shit. Like you got some stuff.
Okay, yeah. Then do I have a bloop tube too?
Oh yeah, buddy.
Okay,
You have
Okay,
a level 2 you have a level 2 arsenal, man.
all right.
So I don't know what any of those are.
I was
but
gonna say.
there are grenades on one of the walls, and I grab like 5 of them.
Michael doesn't have anything that needs to be anchored to the ground or be delivered from the air, but he has pretty much everything else.
I don't know what I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
do with grenades, but I'm like, I'd rather have these than a sword. And I feel like a sniper rifle is gonna be a little difficult if we're all in the room with her. So
Rose
love
is
that
taking
Edith
the
is like,
holy
you know
water
what?
squirt gun.
I love that Edith is like, you know what? I'm not going to look for a gun that fits me. I'm going to get grenades.
I'm assuming
That
there's
is
guns-
Edith's sort of gun.
Let's frag. I'm gonna frag some shit. I'm gonna, you know.
there's
It's all or
Edith.
nothing with Edith.
there's gotta be
Look.
guns in the there's guns in the van.
Right.
Edith is
This-
like, this is the only way I could get kills when I was playing Halo, and
This is the gun for you. Flip up
Are
the
they,
site.
are they sticky nades? Are they
Estimate the
plasma
range.
nades?
You pop it up like this. Put the grenade in. Close it. Just squeeze the trigger. Use that to
Brilliant.
find the range. There you go.
like a beanbag gun that ends in a boom.
Give her a bandolier of grenades.
Rose questions every day how we're not already in jail.
It's a good question, one that if you cared to get answers to, you could, but you have not gone that direction.
It's okay. No need to look a gift horse in the mouth.
All right, folks.
I have one thing I might like to try and do.
Okay, go ahead, man. What do you want to do?
I want to maybe take the time to big magic this.
Okay.
So that to try and like assure my confidence in it as much as I can. I would like to prepare something like a magic tracking device. I do not know if we are going to leave this confrontation with the ability of securing my coin again. And if we need to make sure that this deal goes through on the terms that we've agreed and let her walk off with it, I am not interested in having no idea where my coin gets to. Because at some point, I believe that what Tom told me is going to be a choice I'm going to need to make. And we should not let the coin continue to exist in the ether. And also, that still presents a threat of at some point Jason getting his hands on it. So if there's any way for me to prepare something that can be slipped onto the coin, or like a glamour that I can easily get onto it, or like just touch it and leave a trace that I can follow, that is what I would like to attempt. To
Tell you
prepare a
what.
spell for that later.
I'll tell you what. Big magic is supposed to take place over days or weeks, but I've made this deal with you before. If you mark a luck, I'll let you try big magic for this. And we can go down that road. Is that a fair trade?
I am happy to attempt that. Yes.
Okay. So, give me 3 possible things you'd like to do.
I would like it to be magic. I would like it to be magic that is detectable by me specifically easily. I would like it to be magic that is not detectable by the keeper of that coin specifically. And I would like it to be easily passed to that coin stealthily.
Okay. Roll weird once.
This is why we invest so much in the big guns. Wah. Okay. All right. That's not super success, but we rolled 7 plus 3. That is 10.
Pick one of those 3 things.
And I don't know whether this is going to be it does work or it doesn't work. Okay. We're going to pick easily tracked by me.
Okay. Roll weird again.
Okay. Okay. Literally the exact same. I was really scared because I saw the 1 first, but the other one's a 6. That is also a 10.
Pick another thing.
We will say that one is the not noticeable by the keeper of the coin.
Okay. Roll a 3rd and final weird.
Okay. That one succeeds with a glitch.
Okay. Your spell does exactly what you want it to do, but you can't conjure the power or the mental vision to cast it across distance. So you compress it. You bind the spell locally into what you perceive as a bubble full of magical power. And this spell will do everything that you want it to do if you can figure out a way to get that bubble onto the coin.
Okay. All right. For now, it goes in my back pocket.
There you go. That is overall a successful cast. Well done. Market experience, remember.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Yep. All right, folks.
Since I have all the armaments too, I have a ghillie suit here in the armory. Okay, I'm taking ghillie suit with me too.
You can take anything you want. You are going to war as per your class. So you have time to prepare. Tell me what you want to do, and the answer is pretty much yes.
I'm taking the ghillie suit, sniper rifle, obviously, giving Edith the M79, taking my full kit. Have a couple claymores too to protect my shooting position.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go. Cool. All right, folks. You make the drive. It doesn't take long. Is there any conversation any of you guys want to have with each other en route? Because once you arrive and have a very brief time to set up before she becomes aware of you, this is going to unfold really quick.
Edith,
Yes,
can I talk to you for a second?
of course.
I'm really sorry about earlier.
It's okay.
I just got really upset and worried. But I shouldn't have fought you or yelled at you or snapped.
I think that we might actually be safest when we're human. So don't squish those feelings. We'll be here to sit on you if we need to. But I think you might actually be the only one who can get out of this mostly fine.
So I talked to Thomas,
And
and he's not really himself, but he said that I can kind of use his power. Not all of it, and not all at once or anything like that, but a little bit.
like while he's over there or permanently?
While he's over there, at least. He didn't really get into specifics.
Oh.
Also, he's pretty sure he's not him. He told me to
Wait.
bring back Thomas Hemwick, but he doesn't think he's Thomas Hemwick.
So do you think the person we've been talking to and living with is Thomas Hemwick, or have we been living with someone else?
I think it's a little more complicated. A little A, a little B. I mean, he knows me, so at least some part of him was the Thomas that was living with us and spending all his time with us. But I don't know how much of it is him and how much of it is someone else.
Which one do you love?
That's such a hard question. I mean, like I love the Thomas that I know. But it's not that I saw that guy and was like, oh, that's not my Thomas. The way he talked was like he was the person that I like. So I
What
don't
did
know.
he say he was?
He doesn't know. And
Next time you see him, you need to ask him.
yeah. I don't know if I'm going to get to see him.
Rose, we're going to bring him back.
But who are we bringing back? What if we bring back this Thomas and he doesn't know me and he's not my Thomas?
Well, then maybe we go find your Thomas?
You'd get mixed up in magic again?
I'm having a hard time not getting mixed up in magic. Also, you will be no fun if you're heartbroken.
I would be pretty lame. Also, are you a witch? I mean, you do magic now.
Nope.
Why
I
didn't you
just
figure
haven't
that
had-
out? Why didn't you tell me first?
I had a headache, and then she was in front of me. So that was so.
Okay, I mean, I guess then if that was the first time ever.
Yeah.
Ever?
What?
Ever? Like you've never done it before?
Ever. I actually made a promise to myself to never do anything like this. So I'm feeling a little bit conflicted about the whole thing, but it seems like it might be useful. So that's good.
Yeah.
But I'm actually serious. If you get a chance to ask regular Tom what he is, I think you should. Because if he's not human anymore, or ever was, we should know.
Yeah.
Because you saw what Rory did. And I'm not saying that he's Rory. I'm just saying things that aren't human
I know.
aren't human.
I hope I get to see him again. Hell, I hope Dom wakes up and he knows me and it's not the worst thing ever. But I think even if he does, there's still a part of him that isn't there, if that makes sense. And
It's
I
not
don't
really
know what I'm supposed to do. Am I supposed to wake that up? Do I go find this other Tom, even though this one knows me and it's the same? Or do I let regular Tom be regular Tom?
I think you're borrowing a lot of what ifs.
Yeah, that's kind of how my whole brain works now.
Just deal with what is. Because if you get lost in what ifs, they can use that. Be real. Be you. Be human.
You're the best. And she just like hugs her as tight as she can. Also, please don't die.
I will try.
No,
Because-
that's not like a try. That's like a yeah, no, I won't die.
I'm
We're
not going to promise
positive
you something
thinking.
that I can't promise you,
No,
but I will
we're
do my
positive
very
promising
best.
here. We're gonna do that. Yeah. I promise not to die. You promise not to die. That's what I'm gonna take it as. Just
Okay. Well, you have another promise.
Mm-hmm.
If I die and I go to some sort of netherworld,
Yeah.
let me be dead. I've seen that story too many times. And I will show you those episodes of TV. Don't you dare do that.
I won't. But you also. If I make
Promise
that
to
promise,
not-
you have to.
I love you, Rose, but I'm never bringing you back from the dead.
Perfect, because I would not make a good zombie.
No.
Cool. Well, then we'll be good. We got this.
All right.
Okay. And she just hugs her again.
I'm imagining Mike listening to this in the front and just being like, oh my God. What is happening?
I lack the tools. Anyone? Any other conversations?
Well, I mean, Mike, is there a plan?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we kind of have to get there and know where she's going to take us because we're fighting her bad guy.
Yeah, I'm going to try to set up somewhere where I can get a shot at Jason when he shows up and take him out. I don't want to mess around.
Okay. Do we want him dead immediately? Like, can you shoot him in the kneecap or something so that we can... Because we don't know what he's set in motion.
Yes, but I don't think it's a good idea. If I don't take him out right away, he can probably just disappear on us. Or summon something even more horrible.
Okay.
Should we have called Aiden? It is his brother.
Didn't he say he was gone?
I don't really want to ask Aiden to help kill his own brother.
Well, I don't mean kill, but like, I feel like he should know about all this.
The more people we inform, the better chance Jason has of finding out about it.
That's fair.
And then, I mean, we promised her the dragon, but I don't see why we can't, like, give her the dragon and then immediately fight her for the dragon.
Once she has the dragon, we can't really fight her.
If we have Thomas, we can.
I've got a backup plan.
We're going to
Yeah.
need to have her.
Wait.
Rory?
He has a backup plan.
I don't think we have a shot against even a 50% version of me. No, not really. Unless we think we can reliably count on full force Tom from the get. But I've been working on a bit of magic to be able to at least track where I go. So it's something that we could deal with later.
Okay. And
I just need
Go ahead.
I just need to be able to actually get the spell onto the coin, and that's going to require a level of physical contact. If only you think you could get closer than I could, or could give it to you. It's just you're not going to be able to see it, but it's right here. That's the spell.
Okay.
Yeah. Give it a go.
That's all I got at the moment, at least. I think that even removed from me what else I've got going on over there, she's still probably capable of something pretty nasty to fight us as well. So I wouldn't necessarily think a direct confrontation is the best path.
Yeah, I think we're going to need to first get Thomas back. Then we'll take out Jason if we're able to. I don't think she's interested in really taking over the world. She'll just leave with the coin and the dragon. So she has some power. That's my assessment of the situation.
And whatever money Jason was supposed to give her, she wants money. She wants to be able to retire.
If she has a
She wants
dragon,
to
she
be
can get a lot
done.
of money from whomever she wants it from.
Okay, well, if she has what she needs, then why is she helping us? She wants something more from Jason.
I think she wants to humiliate him. He double-crossed her. She wants to get back at him. If she can take down Jason Grayson, that sends a message to everyone, whoever might hire her, that if you cross her, she'll kill you.
She told me she'd love to be able to be done. But that she didn't have enough money.
I'm not sure she'll ever have enough money.
Fair. We need to get all of the information. She also told us that she would tell us everything about what they'd been doing.
Yeah, that's
So-
something I'd be interested in.
I
We
mean, last
really need that information.
after we get it, do we let her go?
If she has the coin, we can't really stop her.
Rory, are you okay with this plan?
No, but it's what we've got right now, and I'm not trying to mess that up.
I'm sorry.
We'll figure it out.
All right. You guys, you make the drive. It's about 4 hours. It's a haul, but it's not like it's an all-day trip. And,
How about
go ahead.
it's 4 hours of thinking, and I'm not going to call him because I think he's busy, but I am going to text Aiden where we're going
Okay.
because, yeah. So, because I have a feeling that we could use an extra set of guns. But I'm nervous about that choice and not committing to it, so I'm texting him because I don't know if he'll check it out.
It's a good plan, I think.
Okay.
All right. You arrive. And Rari and Edith, you sense her. You know right where she is.
So if she's, yep. Mm-hmm.
That away then.
Drive over towards where she is, where they point me.
You drive to a very large parking lot by what is a commercial ski lodge sort of hotel. She's not even, this town is basically deserted, and she's not even hiding, just hanging out, leaning against what would otherwise even look like just kind of a really high-end statue of a sickly dragon. And she's just fiddling on her phone when you guys pull up. But when she sees you, she waves.
That's a good sign.
So, all right, let's do this now.
Let's do it.
Rory, you want to give me a hand with Thomas?
And
We pull Thomas
Edith
out
will
of that
help
creek.
too.
Yeah,
Do you?
Rose will help however she can.
Alicia kind of walks over and whistles. Subject 0. Not doing so hot these days. Poor
I
kid.
mean, he's been through quite a bit.
Just do what you said you'd do.
You don't know the half of it, Dragon. Poor kid. All right. So, Edith, you swear over the coin to me. I call the demon. We get this started. And just FYI, the demon is going to be very, very dangerous. And if this goes off the rails, it's going to kind of be every person for themselves. But I feel it's fine if we agree to that in advance.
We figured.
Naturally.
So,
You help us get Thomas back. You can have the dragon.
no, the deal was I call the demon. Getting your friend back from the demon was your problem.
Yeah.
Not gonna have the back and forth with you again, Edith. I'm a woman of my word. It's my business. You need to swear that coin over to me, or I'm not doing anything.
I look over at Rory one more time.
It was never my call to make. Coin was entrusted to you.
The coin is yours.
Yes. And you see the dragon in the background's color becomes just a little bit more vivid, and it gets just a little bit bigger. And you feel like a crackle on the air, almost like you can feel lightning being ridden. There we go. I didn't know it was possible to have power like this in the palm of my hand. This must be what Jason feels like every day. Which one of you? Which one of you is clean? Which one of you is non-magical? Which one of you wants to talk to the demon?
I don't want to, but I guess I have to.
Okay. Well, do it.
Mike, are you sure?
I don't see another option.
Thank you.
All right. So what I'm going to need you to do, Mr. I don't remember your name. I'm sorry.
Connor.
Mr. Connor, I'm going to need you to stand just right there like so. I'm going to draw a glyph circle around you. It should keep you and your ness reasonably safe. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to pull just enough of this thing over that it can interact with you, you can interact with it, and you can get what you want from it. I'm not going to pull the full creature over because that could get apocalyptic really quick. Also, there are a variety of complications with that I haven't really had the weeks to plan for. What's going to happen is you're going to be able to communicate. I leave the rest to you. But if I might make a small suggestion.
I'm
You
listening.
really don't want to leave the circle I'm about to draw. The circle is going to form something of a mutual pact of non-aggression between you and whatever I summon. It's a binding trick I learned from one of my former colleagues. If you leave it, you're vulnerable, and it's not. And it might do anything right up to and including take you back with it. And I'm imagining you don't want that to happen. So,
All right, let's do this.
she whips out a piece of sidewalk chalk and just starts going to town in a circle beside you. The drawing the circle takes her seconds. She's done it a million times before, and she is just laying symbols and glyphs and runes in spokes coming out of the circle like it's a drawing of the sun. It is intricate. It's almost performance art. It is brilliant, and she is doing it almost unconsciously. It doesn't take her long. Just a couple of minutes, and you're standing in what you recognize to be a summoning circle, but you've never seen anything quite its like before. And she makes another one.
How involved in this process is she currently?
Very. It's taking all of her attention.
Okay. Is she grasping the coin in her hands to do that, or is that like pocket or secured?
She put it in a pocket, we'll say.
Okay. Yeah. I just want to very casually and as calm as I can slip it in their pickpocket style.
Roll weird.
I have never been more fire. Maximum roll 15.
Okay. I know exactly what I'm going to do with that, I think. Carry on. You send off your spell on a whisper. It appears to land in the pocket you saw her deposit the coin without a hitch.
And I'm good. I stand within the circle waiting.
She draws another one, an empty one, about 6 feet across from you, Mike, and then draws one for herself so that all the circles form a triangle. And then she begins to chant and hum from her throat and move her hands in complicated gestures. And this goes on for several moments. And it's intoxicating. Listening to it almost feels like you're tripping out. Her voice is hypnotic, and it fluctuates in pitch, and then it begins to change in pitch and timbre in such a way that doesn't seem necessarily biological, and then it doesn't sound like her anymore, and then you see a shadow begin to manifest in the empty circle across from you, and with a hiss of breath, she goes completely still, and the shadow speaks. Who dares call me now?
My name is Michael Connor. You took something that belongs to a friend of mine.
We've met before, Michael Connor.
Yes, we have.
She broke the bloody deal, Mike. She went outside of it.
Are you alone, Michael Connor? I can't see you.
My friends are here with me.
Your friends. All of them.
Not Thomas. You have him. Even though you promised you wouldn't take him.
Are you suggesting I broke a deal?
It would certainly seem that way.
I have no Thomas, Michael Connor. But tell the dragon I will see him again one day.
What did you take from Thomas Hedwig?
I took what I was told to take. And then I became so much more.
You took the Revenant's soul, but you took Thomas's soul also. His soul has been torn from his body.
There was no other soul.
There was a consciousness. There was something there in him.
Wasn't a soul.
What was it?
A corpse. A vaguely human thing torn to strips The man from the past used the strips to connect with the boy, and used the boy to connect with that which is greater than itself. I wasn't able to extricate them. I could not take one without the other. But there was no consciousness in the ragged husk. There was the bare remains of humanity, tortured to a shell of itself. Michael Connor.
Well, we need that back.
The shell, the husk, you want it back.
Those remnants of his soul, that is what he has.
Fine. I'm willing to make a deal. It's of no value to me. I have what I want, and we are learning from each other.
What would you take in exchange for it?
There are two things I want. One I want, and one I need. Are you willing to roll the dice, Michael Connor? Are you willing to play my game?
I don't like playing games. Just tell me what you want or what you need.
I want your soul, righteous one. But if I can't have it today, then I seek the right to negotiate for it. On the day of your greatest despair, on the day of your most hopeless situation, you swear to me I may appear for you and give you the opportunity to bargain with it for, well, whatever you need. In the alternative, you commit the dragon to a rematch with me. And this time, we fight to the death.
So you want the opportunity to bargain for my soul in the future?
When I have leverage. When I decide to do so. But you should know, just for good faith negotiation, that entering into pre-agreement with a demon, well, humans don't come across the horizon from that experience altogether the same, now do they? You remember the old lands, Michael Connor. You remember how everything is different after you come to know one of us. Or you decide that the chopping block isn't for you, and you place the dragon on it. And in his moment of vulnerability, I take what we want from him, his life.
I'll let you attempt to bargain for my soul at a future date if that's what you really want.
I do. I want exclusive rights to try to obtain it. Do we have an accord?
We do.
Where would you like me to put what's left of the boy?
In his body. It's near here. You should be able to sense it.
I do. Can I ask you to deliver a message for me?
Sure.
Tell the dragon, I am more than I was, and I will see him again. And then the shadow dissipates, and you feel funny, like a tingling in the back of your mind, and your leg itches. And you now have the ability to speak, write, and understand the dark tongues to call or communicate with any demon.
So, did we understand what was happening, or was that happening in some
No, that
red
was
language?
That was complete. It was spoken in a language that literally hurt you to listen to. Your consciousness tuned it out.
All of us, including Rory?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
See, Rari's a person right now.
Wait, hold on. Okay, in addition to shapeshifting, did I lose my ability to speak the tongues of supernatural creatures and
You're
animals?
you're a spellcaster male, Rari.
So
It's not great. It's not great.
Okay.
so
Mr.
Turn to
Connor,
yes.
how'd it go? I'm imagining none of our heads exploded, so pretty well.
Is Thomas Stern yet?
He's out, but he's getting some color back.
I go to check on him. I think it went all right.
What did you do?
I made an agreement. Oh, and Rory, there's a message he wanted me to give you. It says it'll see you again, and it's more powerful than it was before. Trying to scare you.
Okay, well, I think I've got larger things to be afraid of at the moment than some wench from the other world doing her best to be
So-
sassy.
Wait a second. What was that about? I thought you were trying to bring Subject Zero back. What deal did you make?
I made a deal.
For what?
Tell you what, after this is all over, and you tell us everything about what happened on the island, I'll tell you about the deal.
You want to wait till after the confrontation with Jason for me to tell you everything that happened on the island? Sure.
If
Works
you want
out
to tell
pretty
us,
well for
if
me.
you want to tell us now.
No,
Okay.
I figured you were going to be telling us that now because Jason's not here yet and we have time to kill.
Yeah, I suppose that the benefit of that bargain doesn't do you much good if you're all dead, right? Fine. What do you want to know?
Everything.
I don't know everything, unfortunately. He's smart that way. Plans his operations in a way that a lot of the different pieces don't talk to.
Everything you know. Oh my God.
It was an experiment, kids.
How did
Jason
you
wanted help to try to solve the one question he's been asking with all his research and all his lifetime.
What question?
I actually don't know. That's just what he told me. He's trying to answer the question he's been thinking for all his life.
You're
And
a smart
he wanted us
person.
to do it.
What do you think that question is?
Jason is angry at limits. He doesn't have many of them, but he doesn't like hearing that he can't. He doesn't like hearing that things are impossible. He wants to break ceilings. I actually think it's what he exists to do, his only compulsion. It's basically sociopathic.
So, what did he have you do? What was your role?
My initial role was to take advantage of the resources and the organic and metaphysical material provided by that kooky cult to try to call something over.
What?
I don't know. He didn't give me the shape of it, but any of you ever been fishing?
Mhm.
You ever get your hook into something and know immediately that if you fight too hard, it'll break the rod? What he had me grab, I couldn't get my arms around it, and I had material, I had tools. You wouldn't believe the hundreds of people I sacrificed for the summoning spells just to try to get this thing over. But it fought back. It was so powerful. I poured blood into the spell, oceans of it, gallons of it. Most of this cult, everything I sacrificed and came in touch with what I was calling came back different. But still, Jason wanted the spell to keep going. He had his own use for it, he said. And then the spell failed. And all I was left was a piece of something writhing and ephemeral and more powerful than we could possibly imagine. And it was going to dissipate. It was going to leave. And there was nothing to be done about it. And then the academic Poindexter, he had a suggestion that we use his experiments. That's another part of the operation that I wasn't privy to try to hold what I had taken. And so the Australian cast his own spell, cost so many more cultist lives, and put the chunk of what I had grabbed from the ether, well, into that boy. Subject 0.
Did you have to empty that boy before you did that?
No, but we knew that would happen. Something as strong and as ancient as whatever I had tapped into, a human consciousness, a human soul, a human psyche could coexist with it, not in the same body. It tore that boy to shreds. In fact, we were worried. We were extremely worried that it would kill him. But again, the academic had an answer to that, and they whisked him off. They whisked him off to the mansion. I don't know what went on. I wasn't allowed in there.
What were the books that you had us take, and where are they now?
Jason needed knowledge. He had some other side to this whole operation. I always suspected that what I was doing, as momentous as it felt, as crazy as grabbing some nameless leviathan from the void and trying to pull it into our world, as crazy as that was, it felt like it was one piece of the larger whole. Those books had to do with Jason trying to find the answers to other questions he had about that process. He seemed so excited in those days, like he was on the verge of doing something momentous. And he told me, if this works, if I unify the branches of my research, I'll have done it. I'll have done it. The throne is empty, but it won't matter anymore. His exact words.
Okay. Where are they now?
I don't know. I didn't get paid what I was promised, and we scattered to the winds. Also, he insulted me. You lot show up in the library. He steals one of my summoning spells right out of my brain, casts it, and then cuts me out of the negotiation, cuts me out of the project, and then underpays me.
So you don't actually care if he succeeds or not. You just wanted to be part of something important, and then
He offered me more money than I had ever seen in one place before. What do you do, Edith? What lights your fire? What activity do you love more than anything else?
I'm finishing college.
And
That takes a lot of time. I'm also doing this.
Michael Connor, do you like to fight? You're good at it.
I don't really like it.
You're good at it.
I am.
Do you take pride in your skills?
I do.
If you had the opportunity to test them in the most difficult, complicated, and worthy challenge imaginable, you'd be tempted, wouldn't you?
Yeah, the worthy part, I think, is what you're missing.
Well, we define worth differently. My worth tends to have numbers, denominations, and is made of paper, and yours is whatever claptrap, mumbo jumbo you believe in. But it's the same concept. I had the opportunity to make all the money in the world to do the most difficult thing I have ever done within my expertise, the chance to transform what is possible in my field, the art of calling beings from the beyond. Couldn't say no. I knew there was a decent chance it might break the world, but the world hasn't done anything for me.
Why did he keep kidnapping more people after he had Thomas? Why was there?
He needed
What was the
them.
need?
He needed
what?
them. He needed more of them. He said something about, and I don't know what any of this means, but something about cultivation, something about iteration, something about strength. And when the evolution was complete, well, then Subject Zero would be relevant once again. And that is a possibility that made the academic, by the way, salivatingly excited. I think he got a sexual charge out of the concept.
Do you know where any of these people usually go to ground when you disperse to the Four Winds?
Well, the academic actually has a life, but he never told me where it was, and I didn't care. The Australian usually hangs around Jason like a lost puppy dog because he wants to be strong, and Jason promised that he'd make him strong if he helped. It's not true. The rest of them, I stormed off in a huff before I learned too much about them.
Well, where is Jason going to show up so we can get set up? Get ready
Oh,
for
here. He first hired me in this hotel.
Will he show up outside the building?
I have no idea. But I suspect, and this was frankly the entire point. He's just a curious, psychotic son of a bitch. He's going to want to see the dragon.
Does he know we're here?
I would assume so. In fact, he's probably watching us right now. You wouldn't believe the magical talent in that guy. I thought I understood what was possible within the field of arcanology. He's more than a visionary. He's a savant. He makes Mozart look like he couldn't carry a tune in a bucket. You wouldn't believe it. You're a spellcaster. Your Irish friend's a spellcaster. If you read one of his treatises, not one of the ones he published on the black market, no, one of the treatises he passes around only to people he respects, your nose would bleed. It redefines what we think is possible with magic. I frankly look forward to seeing, I guess, what he does with it. I just hope it's not too catastrophic.
I'm going to go ahead and go into the woods a little bit and set up and hope that maybe his pride is his downfall.
You're welcome to do so. Do any of the other three of you have any questions?
What are you going to do with the dragon?
I don't know. I have enemies. I have jobs. I have walls that were too tall for me to tear down before that suddenly seem a little bit more manageable. You know, there aren't many of these left. I think this might be the only one that's awake. And I have the benefit of getting my hands on it. Yeah, weakened a little bit, sure, but empty-headed, a golem, an automaton, completely bound within my will. Yesterday, I was a corporate espionage mercenary. Today, I think I'm a mover and a shaker. I have to take my time and think about what that means for me.
Okay, I'm about maybe 50 yards in the woods. Set up a good shooting position.
Roll tough.
Tough?
Yep.
8.
Okay. You can either choose for that to just be a consequenceless failure, or you can carry one success forward with one complication before the end of the night.
I'm carrying one success forward.
Cool.
What are the winds like right now?
Pretty even. I'd say about 5 miles an hour in the direction they're blowing. Let's say northeast.
Okay.
manageable, but a factor.
But at 50 yards, that's gonna be almost nothing. I take a headshot.
At her?
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
Oh,
I mean, we did get all the
Okay.
information we needed out of her.
okay.
And so that's a 13.
Okay. And you carry to success with a glitch forward. So you fire and it hits, and the back of her skull explodes outward, and she drops.
I'm gonna run
Look
up
at me.
I run over and grab the coin, and
As you run over, you suddenly find that you cannot move.
just me.
Nope, all of you. You're suddenly frozen. You made your move, and a man walks out from behind your van, slowly clapping. Nice shot. It's Jason Grayson in the flesh. And he wanders around and he looks at her and he puts his hand over her vacant eyes and starts muttering under his breath.
Oh no.
And you feel a charge of power.
Still nothing we can do.
You can't move.
Okay. All right. Great.
You are
Checking.
you gave away your position, and you are hit by a spell you did not see coming, and you're utterly outclassed by the magical talent at play. And she gasps and sits up, heaving, and starts fumbling for the back of her head that no longer exists. Alicia, somebody's been telling tales out of school. And she tries to respond, but most of the contents of her mouth are gone, including her tongue, so she can't. Alicia, that shiny new coin you have, give it to me. And she, herky, jerky, reaches into her pocket and hands it over with a strangled, gurgling cry. And then Jason snaps his fingers. Her head rotates completely the other way around 180 with a wet crack. And she goes down and is still.
Can Michael not move?
None of you can move. Or you could move. And then he waves his hand, and you can again.
Is he still there?
You
He's
can all
still
move
there.
again. He's still there. He's just examining his prize.
I rush at the coin.
Same.
Roll tough, both of you.
I would like to choose to use Thomas's tough.
Go for it. +3.
Okay.
And I would also like to use. Wait, what is the thing? I would also like to use what could go wrong, which means I get to hold 2.
Go for it.
What is
You're
holding
rolling-
2?
Holding 2 means you can add 2 to any future roll, including this one.
Okay, fabulous.
I'm gonna take another shot at him.
Okay.
14.
Okay. Roll tough. Michael.
Since the sniper, I'm gonna use cool.
Yeah, you sure can.
And mine,
11.
Okay. What is yours, Edith?
mine's an 8.
And Rari, do you want to do anything?
Yeah. Shoot. Oh boy, my thought immediately goes like, I've got a tracker on this. I can track Jason. I can actually track Jason, but him having the coin is catastrophic. I am going to. He's a much better spellcaster, but hopefully we're all just bringing a lot of firepower on him. I am going to try and make the coin hot. That's
Okay.
just physically very uncomfortable to hold. Is my
Roll
plan.
weird.
Oh shoot. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. He is going to use his Archmage power and burn a luck. Resistance is futile to immediately reduce all your efforts to failure.
Okay.
He swipes his hand, and like someone from Star Wars using the Force, Rose and Edith, you just go flying, tumbling across the asphalt. Each of you take 1 harm. Mike, he catches your bullet out of midair as if by telekinesis and then flicks it back. It follows the path it flew exactly, goes into your gun, and your gun explodes, but roll cool.
Ugh, 7.
You see what's happening, so you throw the gun away from you as it's coming back, but it still sort of shatters, and you take a little bit of shrapnel, take 1 harm.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend my thing to reduce his harm.
I'm wearing armor, so I'm good.
Yeah, no, he's fine.
Oh, never mind.
It's a broad damage. Your armor counts. You take nothing.
Cool.
And Rari, he notices what you're doing, and then clenches his fist around the coin and lowers it, and you feel all your strength leaving you. It basically brings you to your knees. So, the wee ones have been busy. Power of a dragon. Palm of my hand. He just starts doing coin tricks. I want to thank you all for saving me a good bit of money. Not that I was going to pay it, but I suppose conceptually. So, Mr. Flynn, shall we negotiate the terms of our new arrangement?
Oi, leave them the hell alone and don't do any of what you're planning on, man.
What? Oh, you think like to be my familiar?
I don't know what you're planning on negotiating.
No. You're so useless to me. No. I mean, what do you want for me to destroy this for you?
Right.
Or I can give it back. I mean, if you want it.
What sort of a deal are you talking about? What do you want?
Oh, I think you know what I want, Rory. I want him. I thought he was a failure, but he has come so far. And I think I find I have use for him after all. But he loves y'all. So I've heard. I can feel it coming from his thoughts wherever they are. And if I just take him, all he's going to want to do the entire time is escape to try to get back to you, to try to get back to her. But if you give him to me, if you betray him, then I think he stays gone. And in return, I give you the coin. Or I am more than strong enough to break it right here. I see the magic that made it. It's actually very clever, very sophisticated, but I see the weak point. I can unwind this.
Why can't I just break it later?
Because once I give it back, Rory, you either go to sleep or you give it back to Edith. And then it's hers. Things are back to the way they were, and neither one of you can break it.
Why do you play these games? Why do you do this? Why are you this way?
Because it's fun. You
Because
are
he's-
one of the most powerful beings I've ever met, Rory Flynn, and I have you at my mercy. It's a blast.
He's scared of you, Rory.
Yeah, Mr. Connor, I am. Anyone who knew what you are would be. Anyone who knew what he is or what he's become would be. And Mr. Flynn, I'm not interested in a world where I have to be afraid. So I play these games. And what I love about this particular situation is your choices are to play this game with me or come with me and help me do what I want to do. And yeah, Mr. Flynn, I don't need you, but I do this because it's a good time. But you're conflicted. Bring the angel on your shoulder over. Mr. Connor, come, counsel him. Help him make a decision. Not only does he trust you, you're his moral North Star, his compass. You should make this decision together. In fact, bring the girls. Make this decision together.
There's no. I'm just going to look back at everybody. There's no bloody world where I'm free, where I'm strong enough to kill him.
If we give him what he wants, it's going to make him stronger anyway. He knows Thomas is the key somehow.
I'm not interested in giving him Thomas. I'm interested in being strong enough to rip his damn throat out.
Yeah.
Thomas, I'll help if that's what you want. The breaking the coin.
I want it maybe after. I don't.
You don't
I
have to
don't
make that
know.
choice now.
We can't give him Thomas.
No.
I can help you find a way to break the coin if you want.
Give us the damn thing.
The coin for the boy.
No.
Wait a second. Wait a second. And he holds it up, looks at it really intensely. And Rory, you feel weak and weird.
Mm-hmm.
Rory, kill the girl.
What does that feel like to me?
You just still feel weird and weak?
I am going to look at the other part of me.
It's waking up and it looks mad. Good call.
Oh, shite.
Stand down. Stand down. Fascinating. The dragon and the sentience
Mhm.
are separate. How did that happen? Interesting. I can't tell you what to do. I can tell it what to do. But God, that's so much less fun.
Are we able to move yet?
Oh
Or
yeah,
are we still?
you're fine. He's just pontificating.
Is he like paying attention?
You can't be sure. You get the sense that he just does not care what you do. He's half paying attention, but he has not registered any of you as a threat.
Right. Uh, you don't need the coin. We're clearly beneath you. Take it.
You want me to take the dragon, Rory? Want me to take it away from you?
No, none of this is what I want.
I need to hear you say it because I think it'll be juicy. Say, change me, Jason. Take the dragon away.
Are
Leave
you
me at your
saying that if you take it away, that you don't need Tom? You leave him?
You know, I think the dragon might do just fine in his place. Also, and it pains me to admit this, but he's gotten a lot stronger since he went with you. Might be beneficial for me to let him incubate with your little crew a little bit longer. The Subject Zero I knew was a comatose, gibbering, insane mess with warring consciousnesses in his brain. But this one is interesting.
I have a proposal.
Shoot.
Toss the coin. Heads, we keep the coin. And Thomas. Tails, you keep the dragon.
Game a chance for your friend's true form and your other friend's life. That's the game you want to play?
No, we're keeping Thomas either way.
You know what's funny about all this is you think you can stop me from doing whatever I want to do. That's kind of what's amusing me about this whole dialogue. It's like we're having this life or death negotiation, and I could blink and break all your necks.
Yeah, but you don't. Because you
No.
like games.
I do. And there's still something a lot of you can do for me. You know what's interesting? I know what I'm going to do here. I've heard from all of you but one of you. So, Rosemary Celeste, you've heard from your friends. You've heard what they're going through. You've seen their troubles. What would you do if you were me?
I wouldn't know how to think like you.
Yeah, but you're empathetic. Get in the headspace.
What do you want me to say? To choose?
Yeah.
Everyone here knows what I want, but I'm not going to sentence Rory to anything.
Why not?
Because he's
Why
my
not?
friend. And he has done nothing but fight for us.
He's your friend. He hasn't had an affectionate thought about you until the last couple of days.
Doesn't matter.
When I took him down back at your house, when I broke him to our will, he offered the lot of you if I would let him go. Yeah, you don't remember that, do you? Suppose that's inconvenient. What kind of man do you think he'll make? Maybe he made a better dragon, eating people, burning villages.
He'll make a better man than you, and you can't tell him what to do.
I don't intend to be a man for much longer, Edith.
Great, then it doesn't matter what the affairs of men are, so you'll give us the coin because we need it, and you don't.
Oh, it doesn't
If you're
matter.
so high and mighty, you don't need any of this, right? You said you could blink and kill us all. Why do you need some stupid coin?
None of you see that it's benevolence that drives me. None of you see what I'm trying to do for you.
I'm sure it's your compassionate heart. If you
What-
want to know what I want, you'll give us the coin, leave Thomas, and leave us alone.
What are you trying to accomplish? What is your goal?
You're the last person on Earth I would expect to understand that, Mr. Connor. And it's not your fault. Actually, I respect you. You believe in something. I just hate what you believe in.
That's pretty obvious.
Do you know what it is out there, kids? Do you know what it is? It's dog eat dog. Everything out there is larger than mankind. Everything out there is hungry. The extent, the very limits of mortal power are beneath the notice of some of the beings I have interfaced with, some of the consciousnesses and intents I have observed dancing to their own tune in the molten center of universes you can neither fathom nor conceptualize. And we are ants to them. We are ants. And one day, either in my lifetime or your children's lifetimes or your grandchildren's lifetimes, one of them is going to take notice of this speck, of this grain of sand on an infinite beach, and we will feel the full weight of their regard, and everything that we are will be ground to dust. That is what I seek to avoid.
And so, in place of that, you grind individuals to dust or to pieces or take them apart like a child takes apart bugs.
In the grand scheme of things, you matter little. I only matter because I have the ability to affect change.
I think that only matters if that's your perspective on what is actually big and what's not. If the only perspective that you have on what's big is what's outside of us instead of what's inside of us or what's between us, then you're missing a whole dimension of everything that's here.
You sound so much like my brother. He must be a good teacher.
Your brother
He
is
said
a good man.
He said the same thing, made the same argument. Him and all his little friends and their little intervention. And I killed the rest of them because they fit to stand in my way. And I left him alive because I don't know why, actually. I felt like I owed him one. I've heard the argument before, Edith. It doesn't hold up. As soon as something else intrudes on this space, as soon as their awareness dawns on us, the only thing that matters is whether or not that matters. And I have a plan. I'm going to do something about it. And you should rejoice, the lot of you, and feel proud. You did your part to help me. You did good work. I missed a lot of you, actually.
You mean when you were puppeting us around?
Oh, it
When
wasn't
you were...
me.
What?
You still don't understand what's going on here. Oh,
What exactly did you call over?
Oh my goodness. You don't remember anything. Oh, wait. That's beautiful. No, oh shit. That's going to be fun. Here. And he flips the coin back at you. You're gonna need that. Very, very good. That made my day. You don't know. You don't remember. Everything that comes after today is going to come as a surprise. Oh, I can think of no more exquisite vengeance for you ruining my experiment. I'll see you all soon. Bring your best. And that philosophy you got, that you matter, that you're big, well, be ready to put that to the test. Ciao. And he just falls backwards, and it's as if he slips into the very air.
Is that the actual coin, or did he switch it with something?
It feels like the right one.
Rory?
Rory?
That's right. I reach out for my tracking device.
Yeah, it's on there. Feels kind of different, though. It's like when you put it on the coin, when you were separate from it, it felt like enchanting an object, and now you kind of feel it. It feels weird.
I
You check-
look over at other me.
It makes eye contact with you. The dragon and the man at a crossroads.
I don't know what to do with you. You're everything I've ever been. And I can't ever really make my own choices as long as you're still around. Can I?
It rumbles low in its throat and takes several steps forward and just sits in front of you and looks down at you.
I hand Rory the coin.
I try to take it.
You can. It's just a coin to you right now.
You know, I've been trying to grab this thing for bloody centuries.
Yeah, we got that. It's yours. It never should have been taken from you.
And now I am not talking to Rory. I'm talking to Dan.
Okay.
The choice in front of you, you can liberate Rory Flynn from his past and from his curse and start him on a new destiny as just a mortal mage. You can reconcile with yourself and your power and resume your role as Edith's draconic familiar. But with a glimmer of hope that that's not all you'll ever have to be. Or, as the owner of that coin, you can make yourself your familiar and see what happens if something's different altogether.
Oh my god.
I'm going to check on Thomas while he's thinking about this.
Thomas is still out, but he's got all his color back, and now it kind of just seems like he's unconscious, not comatose.
Dead.
Shit.
Rory controls his own destiny right now.
Oh my god. You could not you could not have given me a choice that I feel like I need to take a long time to make, and
You do not have to make it now. A valid option is I'm going to put off making this permanent. In which case, just hand Edith the coin back. And there will be 2 yous for a little while.
I think that a week for Dan and a few hours for Rory to talk this over is the best thing that I could ask for at the moment.
Absolutely.
Because he has a lot of very character-based stuff that he's going to want to say about this.
Part of giving, part of Edith and the gang deciding to give Rory a choice over his own destiny is he's got it. I just wanted to give you some interesting choices on what to do with it.
Holy shit.
Because unfortunately, I can't just say that a completely liberated dragon with access of his full power is now on the loose in this setting. It kind of breaks things.
I would not expect that to be something you would do.
That I have to unfortunately resign or relegate that to the ash bin of unworkable ideas. But I think I've come up with some pretty cool options, and to be honest with you, I'm perfectly willing to hear more. I just I wanted to give I want to give Rari the choice. Not only has he earned it, but his friends who he has made organically want it for him.
I would like to sit down and have this conversation when we have time to make it.
All right. Then we table that. Rari, you have the coin. Until you do something with it, nothing's permanent. But you're able to stay in limbo for a while. It's all good.
Okay.
And there might even be some flexibility in that limbo. We'll see what happens. We'll say that you have access to your full range of moves, powers, etc. But this state of uncertainty can probably only last so long. Is that fair?
Yeah. And for now, to close out where I'm at right in this moment, I'm just gonna say, sleep for now. You've earned it.
The dragon nods and then wraps its wings and its tails around you and slowly fades into nothing as if it were an illusion. And the coin feels warm and you feel like yourself.
And I think he's just going to walk over a bit into the woods to go take a minute.
All right.
Is my scar impacted by any of this at all?
You still have it. And no. In
Okay.
fact, based on what you've experienced with it, there's some weirdness going on with it that you probably want to explore later.
Yeah.
What do the rest of you do? And this is your final actions of the session.
Trying to revive Thomas.
You are able to use like your basic first aid training and whatnot to kind of get him in this sort of like woozy, semi-conscious state, but you're not the one best suited to wake him up.
Rose is gonna also sit there, and she just kind of takes his hand, and she's like, "Hey, Tom, I'm here.
Rose,
Hi."
Mike,
Thomas, how you doing?
you guys are okay.
Mhm.
Edith,
I'm over just sitting quietly next to Rory.
they're okay.
They're okay.
Well,
They're okay.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to see you both.
Glad to see you awake.
Rose, Mike.
Yeah.
I remember things. Mike,
do you
Mike,
remember?
we have to stop him
Yeah.
if he gets what he wants. I sense something horrible is coming.
We'll
We've
stop.
learned a little bit more about him.
It's bad. It's really, really bad. In fact, I think he's going to break the world. And that's it for the session tonight.
Okay.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us.
Indeed. I'm sorry I couldn't give us a more climactic
No.
outro.
I want this to be the right
That's
one.
a huge choice.
To be honest with you, Dan, I view it as a reward for how well you've played this character
Oh.
in relation to yourself and everybody else.
Thank you.
I'm not railroading, I love that you took time. Not railroading you.
Thank you.
You get to make whatever decision you think is going to be fun and cool here, and I am open to alternative ones. Rory's a magical expert. He would have lots of ideas, and
As long as we can get a half an hour the next time we're together to kind of like hash it out.
I have something cool you might enjoy. But yeah, we can talk about it.
Thank you everybody for joining us. I know we had some new viewers on the stream. We are super excited that you're enjoying this. All of our archives are on our YouTube channel. If you look up the Society of Uncanny Pros, which we made that when we had a longer name, you'll find all 14 now episodes of the Horror Beyond site, and a couple of vignettes. We'll have more vignettes, which are like little character adventures coming. And we are here every Tuesday night, so join us or catch us on the replay. I think that's it. Does anybody else have anything else?
Nope. Great session, everybody.
Good session.
Thanks for watching.
Really well
Thank
done, and really well done so far. And I want to just congratulate the players on playing really well that time. A lot of creativity. I thought that was actually really fun from my perspective.
Mhm.
I dug it. I love curveballs. I love that you just shot her right in the face.
Oh my
I was
God.
hoping to get there
Oh
before,
my
I was hoping
God.
before Jason showed up.
Yeah, no, it was the one moment I had planned for her guard to be down, and you were right on it. That was fun.
I mean, between that and robbing McDonald's, it was an amazing session.
Yeah, I mean, that might be something that happens some other time.
Robbing McDonald's, it's got to happen.
But yeah, the cool part about long form improv format assisted by tabletop RPG rules like this is whatever I come up with, I am not going to come up with a story that is halfway as good as what you can come up with collaboratively, especially with performers and creatives and writers as talented as you guys, the folks I play with. So I just want to say that I'm honored to see the ways that you improve the stuff I plan. And I want to encourage anyone who's watching, who is curious, who wants to try this sort of stuff, do not sell role-playing and storytelling short in this medium. Some special stuff can happen. I mean, we're trying to make something special, and if you want to try it, you owe it to yourself in your own lives to give it a shot. And that's just kind of what I have to say about that. I'm proud of the group. And that, by the way, folks, is Act 1 of Season 1 of the Horror Beyond site.
Ooh, boy. All righty.
Well,
Heck yeah.
Let's
tune in
go.
next week for the beginning of Act 2, which, as we call it in the writer's world, is like fun and games. So these are going to be horrifying.
Exactly what we call it in the writer's world. And I got some fun stuff for y'all.
Fun and games. Anyway, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye, everyone.